You're listening to KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 1021 on your dial, all day, every day. Eagle 102 KJFM Radio.
The Eagle 102 Game of the Week is on the air. On your only on-air sports leader at 1021 KJFM, Eagle 102. Now, the Eagle 102 Area High School Football Game of the Week.
And we're at Clopton High School tonight. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross, getting ready for Week 1 football. Despite everything 2020 is thrown at us, Jim, we're going to be playing football here in Week 1 on Eagle 102.
Yeah, strap them on for the craziest football season you've probably ever experienced and we've ever experienced in our lives.
We've already had a change of plans, change of schedule. We were supposed to be at Van Far High School tonight for a game against Bowling Green. Van Far, unfortunately, had to close. They had some cases pop up inside the high school. So Bowling Green was able to find another game. They're going to be traveling all the way to Oak Grove for a game tonight. So at least they were able to maintain a 10-game schedule so far.
Right, and quite a little road trip, too. If you don't know where Oak Grove is, it's just east of Lee Summit. So a nice little trip from Bowling Green. I don't know what time they left, but I'm guessing it was early. You talked about Van Far. They're not the only school in the area that has lost games. Mark Twain had the same issue, and they've had to cancel their first 2 football games of the season. So you may not think this COVID virus is affecting you or your school, but if it hasn't yet, it's close. It's close around the area.
Well, Mark Twain at least is back to practicing, and they should have enough practices. They push back next week's game against Clopton Elsberry to Saturday, so they'll only miss the 1 game this week because they couldn't get in the required amount of practices.
Yeah, I think it's 14 practices, I think, what you have to have.
And they started Tuesday. So.
Right, so hopefully they won't have any more issues, and they'll be able to get going. Louisiana's on the road tonight. Tough test for them, and their new head coach at North Callaway. North Callaway coming off a nice, I believe they were 7-3 season, 7-3 last year, and their new old head coach, Don Boulware, who took over for them last year. And a lot of new coaching faces around the area this year. And
we got Joe Chin as the head man at Bowling Green. Like you said, Greg Pitzer making his debut tonight. The Bulldog alum taking over the head role after being an assistant for the last couple of years. So a lot of new faces.
I'm guessing when Butch Wilansky took the job last year, he never dreamt that he would be the senior head coach in the Pike County Conference schools, or Pike County, Missouri schools, as he is this year.
not only, the veteran, but, he's like 20 years older at least than every other coach. So
yeah, I don't know if you saw the interview last night. I got a kick out of it. Greg Pitzer says, I can relate to the kids. I listen to the same music as they do.
Well, we'll talk more about this one. Clopton, Elsberry, and Wright City. It's coming up. This is Countdown to Kickoff on Eagle 102.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. Or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of our mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Phone data rates may still apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for Clopton, Elsberry, and Wright City here in week number 1. It's senior night here at Clopton High School for the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks, and probably good to get that out of the way early, just in case the worst case scenarios come out.
Yeah, I think a lot of the schools are doing that, getting senior night out of the way, and then I think most schools will try and move homecoming up as well as soon as they have a home football game that is available. Because you don't want the kids to, particularly the seniors, to lose out on that opportunity and the fun that goes along with it. So, yeah, a good thing. A bunch of seniors here at Clopton this year, Clopton Elsberry, they've got 10. So there'll be a number of kids honored. I believe they honor the cheerleaders, too. Do they allow the bands? I don't think they allow the bands this year, do they? I know in the SEC they've said no bands. They're going to let them be in the stands, I think, at the home school. I don't see any band members around, so I'm guessing there's no band here tonight. But, yeah, get these seniors their recognition here at the first game in the event something silly happens and they have to start canceling games later on in the year.
All right, let's talk about this matchup a little bit. Clopton Elsberry coming off a 2-8 season, but like you said, over half their roster is upperclassmen this year, including the starting 11. But they're going to have to be playing both ways. I think 10 of the 11 are going to play on both sides of the ball, at least to start the ball game tonight. But I think they have a lot of experience in their low numbers.
They do have experience. However, they did lose some skilled players last year. Their quarterback and their running back both graduated. And those are pretty key. Their top receivers back, and they'll have a junior quarterback going tonight. They got to stay healthy. They only got 20 kids dressed. 10 of them are seniors, so like you said, they're experienced. And they've got size. They've got size up front. And the question is, can the new guys in the skilled positions acclimate themselves pretty fast? Because what people may not realize, and in fact, I'll admit I didn't, Wright City won the conference last year.
Yes, they did, 7-3.
Now, they graduated 21 seniors, too.
Yes, they did.
But they've got a quality team. They've got 40-plus kids dressed out. So it'll be a good test for the Hawks, the veteran Hawks, here in this first Friday night game.
Now, in that 7-3 against 2-8 matchup last year, it was in week 5 or something like that. Wright City only won that game 20-14, and Clopton Elsberry led after 3 quarters in that game.
Right, and I think Clopton lost a bunch of close games last year.
Yes, they did.
And Wright City won a bunch of close games. Wright City wasn't very good offensively last year, but they were really good defensively. Mm-hmm. So they held. In fact, if my memory serves me right, didn't they beat Bowling Green like 6-0? I mean, that tells you how good of defense they had last year. And in this league, with the Montgomerys and the Bowling Greens and the South Callaways and North Callaways of the world, if you can do that, you're going to be in most of your football games. They lost a bunch of those guys on the defensive side of the football, did Wright City. So hopefully the Indian Hawks can take advantage of that. Like I said, they've got some size. They've got some receivers back. And the interesting part, we were talking off the air, both teams run the spread. Mm-hmm. So, folks, grab your soda and your popcorn and settle in because we could be here a while.
Definitely. But we haven't mentioned, we mentioned that Sean Yates moved on to Washington University where he's going to play football. But Lucas Martin stepping in. Reports are he looked pretty good last week playing as Jamboree of Winfield.
He's a big kid, too. I mean, he's right at 6 foot and weighs about 210. He's got some size. So, yeah, and just watching him, he's got some arm strength. As we all know, when the bright lights come on Friday nights, though, until you've been back there and done that, and hopefully he'll acclimate quickly. You expect to see some jitters out of him in the first couple of series. Hopefully there aren't any big turnovers that, really put him in a hole, but he'll acclimate himself pretty quick. And being able to play that jamboree down at Winfield last week was good for him and the rest of the Indian Hawks as well.
Yeah, because a lot of teams around the area and across the state and probably even, across the river, they didn't get that opportunity to play in that jamboree, so they're coming in completely green here.
Well, the other interesting part about this season is that, the preseason workouts, the summer workouts were all disjointed and messed up, for lack of a better word. The 14 days of practice, they probably didn't get to hit as much as they normally would due to this COVID virus. So, if you haven't hit and your body hasn't adjusted to that yet, it's going to be interesting, not just here, but tonight and all around the area, how these kids adjust to really getting smacked for the first time probably in live full-speed football action.
We've got more to come here on Countdown to Kickoff, just about 20 minutes away from that kickoff of the 2020 season here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. Or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Keys to the game for this Week 1 matchup, I think, has to really start with if Clopton Elsberry can avoid the injury bug. They're short-staffed. They're playing both ways. It is a hot night. They got to be well hydrated, and if they can stay on the field, I think they've got a good shot here to win in Week 1.
We're thinking just alike. The heat, man, it is hot. It is hot. Once the sun goes down, I'm guessing it'll cool off fairly quickly, but boy, this first quarter and a half or first half even maybe, you're right. They've got to stay hydrated, and we don't know for sure how many of the guys from Wright City go both ways. They have a big enough squad that they can probably split some of that up. So yeah, man, you got to stay hydrated. Don't cramp up, even if it's not a serious injury. If it's a cramp and you got to leave, that's a bad recipe for the Indian Hawks tonight. But like you say, if they can stay on the field. The other thing is that we didn't really mention about Wright City, even though they graduated so many people. Their MO and their scouting report is they're fast. They've got a lot of speed. And so the Indian Hawks are going to have to try and keep them inside and not let them get into space, because if they get into space, I don't think, in talking to a couple guys up here in the press box, I don't think one of Clopton's best attributes is their foot speed.
No.
So they're going to have to keep these fast receivers and the fast running back in check if they can. And if they do, they'll have a chance to be successful tonight.
Just looking, they don't have the weights on here, but when you've got a receiver like Zach Evans, who's built more like a tight end,
right,
he's going to be able to run through people, not past them.
Yeah, you've got him, and you've got Gabriel Hill, who's 6'5" and 230 or whatever. He's playing at tight end. They aren't running away from anybody. I wouldn't think, but they will run through them. So, and both of those guys, like I say, both of them. I know for sure that Zach's playing on the defensive side of the football. You got to stay hydrated and get rest. And of course, they'll get the mandatory drink break timeouts midway through each quarter, which will help. And in a night like normally, I'm not a big fan of that, but in a night like tonight, that's certainly necessary.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Well, they're getting ready for the national anthem here at Clopton High School. We'll take a break, come back with more of Countdown to Kickoff after this.
Hi, this is Mark Gooden from Community State Bank of Missouri. In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, we would like to take this opportunity to reassure our customers that your health and safety are important to us. We have several services available to help you complete your banking transactions from a distance. We encourage you to sign up for our online banking, mobile check deposit, and bill pay. In addition, we have 24-hour telephone banking, night depositories, and traditional drive-ups. We have 2 interactive teller machines available at our new branch by Walmart and one at our Troy location. You can access live tellers Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. And our ATM service is available 24/7. These services will help minimize person-to-person contact. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Keith Oakes, Director of Physical Therapy.
I'm Eric Schaefer. I work in physiotherapy.
And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose to work at Pike County Memorial Hospital. Choose a hospital where you're more than just a patient. You're our friend, family member, and neighbor. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. Or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And back at Clopton High School, getting ready for the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks and the Wright City Wildcats. For the Wright City Wildcats, we'll give the defensive starters. Number 1, a junior Jake Smith. Number 2, also a junior Ian Wolf. Number 4, a senior Drake Myers. Number 5 gets a start tonight, a senior Riley Holloway. Number 7, a sophomore Blake Neiman. Number 10, a freshman Carleon Jones. Number 15, senior Bailey Ramey. Number 22, sophomore Demetrius Lenore. Sophomore, number 23, Jeremiah Davis. Senior, number 42, Dominic Lenore. And another senior, number 55, Ethan Noah. Those are your starters defensively for Wright City. For Clopton Elsberry, the offensive starters at wide receiver, a senior, number 5, Zach Evans. At quarterback, junior, number 15, Lucas Martin. The senior, number 20, Dorian Zumwalt. Another senior, number 35, Gabriel Hill. Junior, number 45, Colby Twelman gets a start tonight. A senior, number 50, Jacob Martin. Another senior, number 65, Riley Walker. Senior, number 70, Brady Hubbard. Another senior, number 71, Jacob Wolanski. Sophomore, number 75, Jordan Kruger. That's Jorgen Kruger. And finally, junior wide receiver number 80, Dylan Kaplan. So those are your offensive starters for the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks.
Head coach for Wright City is Jeff Sargent. He's in his 7th season at Wright City, while Butch Wilaski is his 2nd year as the head coach, and he was an assistant coach here prior to that, if my memory serves me right. And if you may have recognized a couple of names in the lineup, I'm guessing they're related.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, pretty closely.
Bunch of cheerleaders here tonight. Look at that. What is there, about 20 of them? Holy smokes.
Well, both from Clopton High School and Elsberry High School, the way they've always done it since this co-op's inception. And who knows what the future holds for football between these two schools. The numbers are down, but they're really trying to make a go of it. And, boy, they need a big class to come in next year.
They do, with 20 players dressed and 10 of them being seniors. It's tough, and some of the misperception of the EMO conference is it may be a weaker football league than the Clarence Canyon Conference, which that argument could go on for days. But I can tell you, when you're talking about Montgomery County, South Callaway, North Callaway, Bowling Green, Wright City, you're talking about fairly decent-sized schools that have talented players, and it's a rough grind. 10 weeks with 20 guys. I mean, if you use Louisiana as an example for last year, I think they started the season with 23 kids, finished with maybe 14.
Yeah.
Through injuries and whatnot. And so, yeah, you hit the nail on the head in the pregame when you talked about Clopton needs to stay healthy, not only tonight, but for the rest of the season.
And in recent memory, at least in my recent memory, a lot of those schools you mentioned have gone to a state championship game. This is a conference that is sneaky good.
Yeah, for sure. And the CCC gets all the ink just because, mainly because of Centralia being, winning the state championship a couple years, Monroe City winning the state championship a couple of years ago, and Palmyra always being a perennial power. But you've got similar type schools here in the EMO as well. And so what you find out is when you come into those games, and Wright City with 40 kids, that's a pretty nice sized squad. But, I know Bowling Green's got over 50, and I can guarantee you that South Callaway and Montgomery County have at least 50. So when you start playing schools where their players don't have to go both ways, and you get into week 4, 5, 6, ooh boy, it can be challenging.
Just about 8 minutes from kickoff here at Clopton High School. We'll take one more break, come back with football just around the corner here on Countdown to Kickoff on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
This is Kyle Sugar, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Back at Clopton High School, getting ready for kickoff here between the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks and the Wright City Wildcats, our officials for tonight's game. Speaking of Palmyra, very Palmyra flavor.
Yes.
Mark Bross is the referee. Head umpire is Mark Butler. The linesman is Ben Failer. Line judge is Nathan Miller, and the back judge is Logan Epperson.
Yeah, they throw in a Mark Twain guy right there at the end.
Yeah, don't want to look biased, right? You know.
Well, softball started tonight for the Bowling Green Bobcats. They're playing in the People's Bank and Trust Leadoff Classic down at Troy, which is a big, I think it's 12 team, maybe 16 team.
Tournament.
It's a big tournament, and Bowling Green, Palmyra, a couple of smaller schools that always go down there and have always had perennially had good softball programs. The Lady Cats fell tonight or late this afternoon to Columbia Battle, 8-2. They'll turn around and play early tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock against Francis House Central. So they're off to their softball start, and you would think. You talk about COVID, just a little bit off the football subject, but you would think that the bat and ball sports would be the sports that would be easiest to stay away. Baseball would tell us maybe that's not necessarily. Professional baseball would tell us that's maybe not necessarily the case.
Well, good luck to Coach Craig Smith taking over the Bowling Green Lady Cats this year, as Dean Street moved down to Wentzville Holt.
Yeah.
But the Lady Cats still have a lot of talent on that roster. Just one full season removed from back-to-back state championships. So
Wentzville Holt's got a good reputation as a good softball school out of the GAC. So he's going to a storied softball program. I know they made it to the state championship game. About 4 years ago, I think. So yeah, good luck to him. Good luck to the Bobcats. I don't know when Louisiana and Clopton kick off their season. I would guess probably the first part of next week. And of course, Van Far. The Mark Twain girls are playing tonight as well against Canton. And the last score I saw was Canton was leading that 6-0 in the fifth inning, I believe. So yeah, we're in it like we like to be in it, meaning the fall sports season. Let's pray that it lasts.
Yeah, every day you wake up and you check your phone to see what's going on and what adjustments you have to make.
They make you test every day at work, don't they? So I'm pretty safe being around you.
Not test. We just scan our foreheads.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope they don't take my temperature right now because as hot as it is here, I'm about 105.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting. Only one captain coming out for Wright City.
Yeah, that is interesting. You don't see that every day because they've got a number of seniors on their club, and I believe that's their starting quarterback, Hayden Beck.
Well, maybe he's distancing.
Yeah, Zach Evans, Riley Walker, Jacob Wilansky, and I believe that was it Colby? 38. Yeah, Avery Hall. His numbers all rolled up underneath his pads. Couldn't tell if it was an 8 or a 5.
Well, Wright City will receive the opening kickoff. We'll take a quick break, come back with kickoff. This has been Countdown to Kickoff on Eagle 102.
You can now check your cash flow on the go with Bank of Louisiana's mobile banking. We're helping you manage your money from here, there, and everywhere with our new mobile and text banking services. You can check balances, view account history, transfer funds, and pay bills all from your phone. Visit us online at www.bola.cc for more information and to enroll for mobile banking. Bank of Louisiana, proud to be your hometown bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Dylan Kaplan on to kick it off for the Indian Hawks, and the 2020 season is underway. Kicks it deep and bounces about the 15-yard line and picked up there, and they'll not down it. Looked like they were going to down it for a second, and then up the middle with it out to about the 16-yard line.
Little trick play as they got about 5 players together and passed the ball around trying to make the kick return or kick defense team try and figure out who's got the football, but no luck for the Cats, and they'll take over at their own 15-yard line.
Clopton Elsberry in their home black jerseys with white numbers, red shoulders, red CE on their black helmets. Wright City, gray pants, white jerseys, blue shoulders, and yellow numbers.
And I'm sure if you're watching, you'll feel our pain as how difficult those numbers are to see.
So they'll take over. 1st and 10 from the 16. And in the shotgun, they'll do a little shuffle pass to the near side. Shimmy step there and out to about the 20-yard line, gain of 4. And that was number 4, Drake Myers.
And we've had our first cowbell of the season. Did you hear that?
Well, we don't want the famous line.
Well, good play defensively for the Indian Hawks on that first play. Got them a little bit behind the sticks at 2nd and 6.
Little two-hand shuffle.
Actually, a forward pass.
It was. In the shotgun again, I formation. On 2nd and 6, high snap. And a big hit right at the line by Zach Evans, drives him backward.
Well, they have an advantage, do the Indian Hawks up front. We talked about it, the size. A lot of what Wright City lost last year was on the offensive line and their size, according to Coach Sargent. And Zach Evans able to beat the right tackle and make a nice tackle for loss of about 2 would be 3rd and 8.
They come to the line with 10:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Wright City Wildcats. They put a man in motion to the far side. That's Hayden Beck. They come to the near side with it. They've got first down yardage out to about the 35-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there. And that was Jake Smith, I believe, number 1.
Nice little slant pattern. Good look that time. And Beck showed a little arm strength on that first pass of the evening.
So they convert on 3rd down. And they come a little closer to us, so maybe we can see some numbers.
Once the sun goes down and the lights take over, those numbers will glow.
Yes, they will. Let's get there. That'll be about halftime, right?
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Wildcats. They put a man in motion to the near side this time. Push it over to the far side. Another little two-hand shuffle. Trying to get around a man, and he's stopped for no gain.
They faked the jet sweep that time with the wide receiver in motion and then pitched it going to the far sideline. Good defensive pursuit for the Indian Hawks. Evans in on the tackle once again.
Loss of 3 inches on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Again, Zach Evans, good pursuit on that one. 9:24 to go in the first quarter. No score. First possession for Wright City. They got the opening kickoff. Dropping back to throw on 2nd down. Goes to the far side. Down the sideline, and that one is uncatchable. Just batted down by the receiver. It was behind him.
Looks like it was intended for Ian Wolf. Had a step on the defensive backs, but the pass wasn't on the mark, so it falls incomplete.
Clock stops with 9:10 to go in the quarter.
Bring up 3rd and 10.
This is where the Indian Hawks want to try and keep Wright City all night in 3rd and long.
They're 1 for 1 on 3rd downs so far in this ball game. Back to throw. Puts it near side, and that one's incomplete. Threw it behind the receiver again.
For number 9.
That was Michael Hicks, the intended target.
Good series on defense for the Indian Hawks. Now they'll get the ball back and should get it in pretty good field position.
They'll punt.
Sometimes in high school, finding a punter is a challenge. Looks like it's going to be Jake Smith doing the honors.
He's standing inside the 25-yard line.
Dylan Kaplan back deep. He's at the 30 at the Indian Hawk 31-yard line.
Low snap, he adjusting. That one is a shank.
A near miss, but it takes a Wright City roll.
Yes, it does. Across the 50 to the 42-yard line. That's where Clopton Elsberry will take over for the first time in this 2020 season.
So let's see if the Indian Hawks want to try and take advantage of their size up front, run the football, or will they put it up in the air? We'll have to see. They'll run the spread as they've done for the last, well, probably since they started, going back to Scott Kreger at quarterback. So looks like they're going to start under center and make a liar out of me on this first snap from scrimmage.
Well, they've had some quarterbacks here for the Indian Hawks, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Bowling Green and Oak Grove tied at 6, about the midway point of the first quarter. Handoff on first down. Breaking through the line is number 20, Dorian Zumwalt, and he gains about 7 out to midfield.
Now that's what you want. You can take the inexperienced quarterback in second and short and take a shot, get him acclimated throwing the football maybe, and still have a doable third down if the pass is incomplete. But they'll go back under center.
That's where Lucas will take the snap. Lucas Martin under center. And they'll hand off again to Zumwalt, and he's very close to a first down.
Same play off left tackle. Looks like he's going to be close to first down yardage. They're going to say just shy.
Well, the chain gang wasn't getting the memo. Now they will say it's first down.
Well, yeah, the umpire was saying third down. The guy with the white hat, who's the only one that really matters, he said first down.
So fresh set. They're across into Wright City territory, 1st and 10 from the 47. See if they change things up here. No, another handoff for Zumwalt. Breaks the tackle, comes to the near side. Stutter step, moves it upfield, and he's across the 40.
Same play, just to the other side off a right tackle that time. A good yardage by Zumwalt. Nice running by him. Good work up front. And again, it'll be second and short. Oak Grove scores late in the quarter, and they lead 12-6 at the end of one. Flag on the play here.
Yeah, there's a hold against the Indian Hawks, so that one's coming back.
That game over at Oak Grove started at 6:30, and so they're about a half hour ahead of us here at Clopton High School.
Spot of the foul is the 45-yard line, so that'll take it back across midfield.
Yeah, take it back to the 45, their own 45, and make it first and a bunch, about 18 to be exact.
See if that changes up the formula a little bit here. One receiver each side.
Still alley-eye formation under center.
Here comes the pressure from Wright City. And busting through it is Zumwalt. And then he's hit hard after he went down.
Off left tackle. They've run the same play every snap so far in this drive, one side or the other.
Gain of 3. It's second and about 16.
Sun's starting to set, and when it goes over behind the trees, you can feel the temperature go down by about 15 degrees.
We're waiting for that. Second down and long for the Clopton Elsberry Indian Hawks here in the first quarter. 6:47 to play, clock running. receivers out there this time. Back to throw for the first time, and he fumbles it. And Wright City falls on it at the 40-yard line. He pump faked, and it just fell out of his hand.
Yep, that's a factor of it being hot, sweaty hands, and yep, he got it to his waist and was going to pull it up to throw it, and slipped out of his hand. And the first turnover gives Wright City the ball in great field position at the 41-yard line of Clopton.
That was one of the things that we mentioned. Take care of that ball. We say it every week. So the penalty and then the turnover.
And a water break.
And we'll take a break as well here with 6:30 to go in the opening quarter. No score, Wright City with the ball when we come back on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
6:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross here at Clopton High School. Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks go to defense after turning the ball over on their first possession.
Well, we talked about that a little bit in the pregame. You don't want to turn the ball over against this speedy Wright City club, especially in your own territory. Let's see if the defense can have a similar series as they did in the first offensive possession for the Wright City Wildcats.
Handoff on first down. They try to get around the end. Still trying to extend that Clopton Elsberry defense. He finally turns the corner and gets 4 or 5 on a first down.
Boy, the running backs from Wright City are small, aren't they?
Yes, they are. That was Dalton Weiser.
Little guys. But a good gain of about 5, maybe 6. Call it second and a long 5.
Second and 5 for the Wildcats.
Back to the line with 6:22 to play. Must have been out of bounds because they stopped the clock, and that one bounces into the intended receiver that time.
Well, I think they're gonna say he caught it, but his knees were on the ground.
That looked like it bounced from this angle. Blake Hogan, I think, was the receiver.
Say some of the faithful in front of us agree with you. Just a short gain, though. It's still 3rd and 2 in 4-down territory for the Wildcats.
Unless it bounced up off his hands. So a very manageable 3rd down here for the Wildcats. They put a man in motion. And they will get the first down. Good move at the line. Just moved around just enough to dive forward for a gain of about 4. And a fresh set out to the 30-yard line of the IndianHawks.
So far, though, the IndianHawks have been able to keep them contained, haven't let them get outside into open space. And if they did try and get outside, the pursuit was good to force them to the sidelines. And that's what the question will be with them, most of the IndianHawks going both ways. Will they wear down as this game goes on?
They put 2 wide out there on first down, and that one is wrapped up immediately as Wilansky, or Riley Walker rather, came in.
Good pursuit by the defensive line. That's about the 3rd loss tackle for loss by that defensive line. So they're on their game here in the early going.
Wilansky checks out. Get a breather here. High snap. They come to the near side. Quarterback's going to keep it, trying to find some room. He does find room into the secondary, and he's finally brought down. It's going to be a first down. That's a blown play, and Clopton Elsberry just couldn't regain coverage.
Clopton Elsberry looked like they were in man. Nobody really looked at the quarterback, and then he made a nice shifty move at about the 25-yard line to pick up an extra 9 yards. And then with Wildcats now threatened, and we have an officials timeout on the field. Let's see if it's an equipment thing, or I believe that may be what it is, or blood. Yeah, blood is Zach Evans got blood on his elbow, so the high school rule is you have to come out and get taped up. And the Pike County Memorial Hospital crew is all over him. They'll have him bandaged up, one play and back.
Josh Wolanski takes his spot for this play with 4:44 to go in the opening quarter. Wright City knocking on the door. Another run and another stop. Tackle for loss.
Avery Hall, great defensive play in the backfield once again. Another big loss on the carry.
Help that time by Jorgen Kruger. And Avery Hall will come out of the ball game. They haven't got the blood stop yet, so Wolanski stays in, and they snap the ball. And the cornerback thought about sneaking up the middle. Now he puts it in the air. It's a jump ball, and it's caught for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Batted right up in the air.
The quarterback, Beck, was corralled by his ankle. And it was a jump ball between Dylan Kaplan and was that Smith, I believe?
I believe it was.
And it bounced off both players' hands and fell into Smith's basket for a touchdown.
Well, Coach Wolanski's going to say to his defensive back, just knock that ball down. Whatever you do, just make it hit the ground. Don't go for the interception in the end zone. Unless it's an absolute sure thing. So they're going to do this funky setup. I think Palmyra was
wagon gate or something like that.
Something like
Swinging
that.
gate, I think they call that. Yeah.
We saw Palmyra, the first team to do that around here, I think.
Now they're going to line up and try and kick it. It looks like
that kick is up, and it is good.
They're going to say it was good. Kick was good.
So 7-0 Wright City. They capitalize on the fumble by the Clopton Elsberry quarterback and take it in just a few plays later. 4:04 to go in the opening quarter. This is Week 1 football on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
So 7-0 Wright City, and that lead was kind of given to them a little bit with the turnover and the play in the secondary there. They had the big run by the quarterback on a blown play, and then that the line gets the quarterback by the ankle, so he throws the ball straight up in the air, and somehow it's hauled in for a touchdown.
A couple early scores for you. North Callaway leads Louisiana 14-8. And in Oak Grove 18-6 with 8:46 to play in the second. They lead Bowling Green.
Wright City to kick off. And there's a little confusion in the kick team for the Wildcats. Do they have someone to kick it?
I was going to say, where's the kicker? They didn't get the playoff. The extra point was close to being
delay a game.
Too slow.
Delay a game penalty.
So that'll cost them 5 yards. That's just That's just early season.
Yeah, week one with a young team.
Yeah, exactly. I'm guessing that they'll work on that next Thursday, which is usually special teams day.
Yeah. 4:04 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 Wright City. Let's see what we can get done here. There's still a lot of confusion out there.
Yeah, I think just kick it on the ground and be done with it.
Right.
Rather than take the 5 yards. They're still not sure what they're going to do. They're acting like they're going to onside kick it. And they are.
And there's
now
more penalty flags.
Got an offside penalty this time. So will they mark it off or will they get it where the ball was down?
So that was offsides because the fake kicker ran in front of the ball before the real kicker kicked it.
Yeah, he kind of needs to stay behind the line, the kickoff line. So if they keep it up at this pace,
it might be a safety.
It's going to be good field position for the IndianHawks. Kaplan and Zumwalt are back deep. I would probably move up if I was them.
And maybe they just want to get a running start at it. All right, attempt number 3 for Wright City to kick this off, and they'll kick it short. Fielded at the 48-yard line and immediately dropping to the ground is the return man, Josh Wolanski. Or, excuse me, Zach Evans.
Good guy to grab it, a wide receiver with good hands. And they'll mark it at just the nose of the ball right at the 49. So let's see if the IndianHawks can get something going offensively. Turnover in their first series led to points for Wright City, so they're in a bit of a hole. And I need to get things going offensively here as we've got 4:02 to play in the first quarter.
So Lucas Martin brings the offense back onto the field, now trailing 7-0. And a flag comes in from the back judge.
What's this going to be? Too many men on the field? Let's see. No, they're going to pick the flag up. They're going to say the play clock wasn't restarted. Play clock actually ran out, so they'll have a do-over.
So 1st and 10 from the 49.
1st and 10 IndianHawks.
Back to throw on 1st down. Comes to the near side, trying to escape pressure, puts it in the air, and it is caught by number 35 for the IndianHawks, Gabry Hill, for a gain of about 3, maybe 4.
He's a big target. Nice throw on the run by Martin. Good catch. Positive yards. But there's a flag on the play. Holding against the IndianHawks.
Penalty on the play.
So another flag.
So early on here, the IndianHawks stubbed their toe. They had a holding penalty in that first drive that hurt them. Holding penalty here along with the turnover. So mistakes are something that the IndianHawks are going to need to clean up pronto.
3:28 to go in the opening quarter.
1st and 25 for the IndianHawks.
1st and 25. That's a big one.
That's a ways. Oak Grove stretches their lead to 26-6 late in the second quarter.
They'll reset the clock to 3:45, I believe.
I believe that's correct.
Week 1 football here on Eagle 102.
Next week, it'll be a Saturday night game from Mark Twain as the IndianHawks travel to Rawls County to take on the Mark Twain Tigers.
Back under center is the quarterback for the IndianHawks. Almost early movement, but they were able to stay put and get the ball up the middle. Got a lot of that penalty yardage back all the way out to the 45 of the IndianHawks.
Like Kobe Twellman on the carry, I believe.
21.
So that's about 12 yards on that one?
Good run, yeah. Got about half of those, that 25 you talked about as the clock continues to run down to 3:05 here to play in the first quarter. Indian Hawks trail 7-0.
On second down and 13. Indian Hawks looking to run again. Met at the line, push it forward. They're going to get a lot of it back on this one. That's Avery Hall.
Big run, got contact at the line of scrimmage, ran through it. And we talked about that a little bit in the pregame, too. Not a terrible lot of foot speed for the Indian Hawks, but they do have some big boys. And Avery Hall showed that right there as he ran through the initial contact and good yardage. Now they've got it into a manageable 3rd and about 4.
Just going a little beast mode on that one.
Exactly.
2:23 to play in the opening quarter. Indian Hawks trail Wright City 7-0. On third down and about 4. They'll run it up the gut again. Again, Hall, and he's got the first down this time across the 40 to about the 36, maybe 37-yard line.
So good job by the Indian Hawks with the 1st and 25. They storm back and pick up that first down, and now they're threatening from the Wright City 36-yard line.
So that'll get the offense fired up a little bit. Erasing that 1st and 25, turning it into a fresh set, now into Wright City territory, and a timeout taken by Coach Wilansky and the Indian Hawks with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Wright City leads on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
So a fresh set for Clopton Elsberry after the timeout, and a good series that time by the Indian Hawks, Avery Hall. A couple of good runs back to back to back.
Well, a good timeout by Coach Wilansky. Hall came off the field. He was gassed, and good idea to give the big boys up front a break too, because you're going to get 4 timeouts with the water breaks, and then your own 3 timeouts. So that's a lot of timeouts. You can keep your guys reasonably fresh if you use your timeouts judiciously.
Trainer's looking at Hall on the near sideline.
Yeah, he was dragging his right shoulder a little bit when he came off the field too. Can't imagine he's going to.
He looks pretty relaxed.
They'll probably have to tie him up to keep him on the sideline.
So 1st and 10 from the Wright City 36-yard line. Still not an actual pass attempt in the books for Clopton Elsberry. But they're back to throw this time. Actually, they are 1 for 1, aren't they? They go up the field this time into the middle of the field, and it's caught for a touchdown. In the end zone, it's caught. Is that Evans? That's Zach Evans. High arcing pass again. And again, the offensive team comes down with it, and we've got a 1-point game.
Yeah, two touchdowns, 2 jump balls, with the offensive team winning the jump ball in both circumstances.
And let's see if Kaplan can put through the extra point.
Kicker number 80, Dylan Kaplan.
Holding is Tyler Kuntz.
All set. Kick is up, and it is.
It's good.
Good.
It was a line drive,
yes,
but it went through.
With 1:40 to go in the opening quarter, this game is knotted at 7. Clopton Elsberry on the board against Wright City on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Good response from the IndianHawks that time after giving up the touchdown following the turnover. They're able to march down the field, overcome some penalties this time, and score on a long touchdown pass, 36 yards.
Nice tight pass that time by Lucas Martin as well.
Kick bounces at about the 20-yard line. Taken there across the 30 to the 35 over to the far side. Still on his feet. He's found the far sideline and finally, I think, knocked out of bounds just shy of midfield to about the 48-yard line. That's a good return for the Wright City Wildcats.
And it's a good thing he stepped on the sideline because he'd found some space at about the 50. And he may have gone all the way, but they'll mark him out at the 48, as you said. And that's where Wright City will take over. We're tied at 7. Minute 31 to play here in the first quarter.
We talked about last year's starting quarterback, Sean Yates. There he is on the sideline.
Yeah, he's WashU's one of the schools that canceled football in the fall. I talked to him the other day. He's expecting to play in the spring. Hopefully that'll be the case.
Flags come out as the ball is snapped. Speaking of WashU, you see they just got their saliva-based COVID test approved. That's the lab that my sister-in-law works in at Washington University. Yeah.
She going to take credit for that find?
I don't know about that. I don't think she's so much in the development as the research and testing portion. That's a lab that my brother, well, he met his wife in that lab. My sister was the first one to work there. She's the actual scientist of the group. But a long history in that building for the Froelich family.
So we're into putting a second back on the clock here.
Thank goodness for that.
I think a second counts as reaction time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially in a football game. In the first quarter, I don't know that a second is going to make that big a difference.
Watch this game come down to the final second.
Yeah, but that'll be in the second half.
Exactly. Scrambling and brought down is the quarterback. Again, good pressure by Evans. Made the initial contact after the pursuit, and he's brought down by the IndianHawks for a huge loss. Way back to the, 35-yard line?
Evans hit him first. Twellman finished him off. It's going to be back to the 34-yard line. One more yard back. And, yeah, a long way. Big loss.
Minute to go in the quarter, and it's second down and forever.
Looks like about 21. That's not right. About 25, actually.
Yeah. Handoff on second down. They get to the far side. Good blocking. He got most of that yardage back, the lost yardage. And it's going to be 3rd and 12.
Like Caleb Stufflebean on the carry. Looked like number 20. Again, those numbers are hard to see.
Kaplan on the tackle after a big gain over 12 yards. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're down to 12 seconds. I doubt they get another play off. It doesn't look like they're even going to come to the line. So at the end of one quarter, it's Clopton Elsberry 7, Wright City 7. And it's still Wright City ball when we come back on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gamm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home and share with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile Bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, we've made it through one corner in this 2020 season, Jim Ross. And what do you think of the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks so far?
Well, so far so good. Their problems have been mistakes, penalties, and the turnover. Otherwise, they've pretty well controlled the way things have gone in this football game.
And I think the defensive plan, stop it before it gets across the line. Don't allow the quarterback to get set. I think the strength is up front, and you try and make do with what you have in the secondary.
Right. If you can keep them contained, slow them down at the line of scrimmage, and that's what they've done so far. I think they've had 4 tackles for loss by the defensive linemen here in this first quarter. So they've done a good job up front so far. Let's see if they can keep it up on this 3rd and about 12 as we start the second quarter.
And they switch sides, so Wright City now moving from left to right here at Clopton High School. We're heading south toward WW. Motion man here on 3rd down and 12. A couple of pump fakes, comes to the near sideline with it, and it is incomplete on the near sideline. That'll bring up 4th down, and looks like the punt team will come on again.
Good coverage, double coverage that time as the safety came over. The corner did a good job, Dorian Zumalt, slowing down the receiver. May have got away with a little grab right at the end before the ball got there. But with a 4-man crew, or 5-man crew, I should say, in high school football, you can get away with that stuff from time to time.
As long as you don't make it too obvious.
Right.
So they'll punt. Kicker inside the 35-yard line.
Nearly missed the kick. Nearly missed the ball, I should say.
And a flag comes out before the kick. And they're going to call a false start on the offense. (7-7) our score here in the second quarter. We're early in the second, 11:53 remaining. Special teams practice is going to be fun. You said usually on Thursdays?
Yes, usually. They may move it up to Monday. Halftime from Oak Grove, they lead Bowling Green 34-6. North Callaway late in the second leads Louisiana 22-8.
Better kick this time. Odd rotation on it, and it's going to die at about the 36-yard line down there by the Wildcats. So that's where Clopton Elsberry will take over 1st and 10.
Still pretty good field position for the IndianHawks. Looks like they'll mark it actually back at the 31-yard line.
The run definitely set up the pass last time out for the IndianHawks, their last series.
Without a doubt. So expect to see some more of that inside the tackle running until they show they can stop it.
IndianHawk offense back on the field, tied at 7.
1st and 10 IndianHawks from their own 31.
Martin under center. 2 in the backfield. Handoff goes inside. Comes to the near side with it, and brought down by 3 Wright City Wildcats is Avery Hill again. Hall.
Big hit. Yeah, big hit, but he ran right over the top of the initial cornerback who was there, who he had a little size on him.
Probably outweighed him by about 50, 60 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know that he had any height on him because Avery's not exactly. I think he might be defined as vertically challenged.
Yeah.
And so was the cornerback, but Avery, like you said, had him by a pound or two and ran right over the top of him.
Clopton Elsberry breaks the huddle with 11 minutes to go here in the first half. On 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with it, falling forward across the 40-yard line. Going to set up 3rd and 1, gain of 2 that time.
Tolman on the carry. They'll mark it right at the 40-yard line.
Very manageable 3rd down here for the IndianHawks. Been retaping freshman Kevin Seeley on the near sideline.
Could be in 4-down territory, being at the 40-yard line. But I'm betting if they run it up the gut, quarterback can take it on a sneak and get the first down. Now they're going to pitch it outside.
Pitch it to the near side for, is that Twellman again? Or no, Gabriel Hill. Nope, 45. It is Twellman.
Looks like he's going to get the first down.
He did a lot of running to get that 1 full yard and a fresh set of downs for the IndianHawks. So Clopton Elsberry has steadily gotten better here in the first half.
Without a doubt, imposing their size on the smaller Wright City defensive line. Wright City in a, looks like they're going to be in a 4-2. Now we've got a timeout on the field.
And it's taken by Clopton Elsberry, and Coach Wolanski not really happy to take this one. With 9:59 to go in the first half, 7-7. Clopton Elsberry moving the ball on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
We've done some hot football games in the past. This one might take the cake.
I tell you what, I'm losing weight as we speak, and I can use it. I could use to lose it.
Now, water weight's not exactly what you need to be losing. Or at least in my case. I won't say anything negative about you.
Well, that's probably true. Whatever it is that you need to lose, I need to lose it all. Water weight, other weight, any weight, it doesn't matter.
9:59 to go, tied at 7 here at Clopton High School.
But I appreciate you noticing.
I was reflecting or deflecting, whatever you want to call it. I've been trying. Over to the far side. They'll hand it off to Dorian Zumwalt, and he'll be stopped behind the line. First tackle for a loss in a while.
Yeah, first real penetration on a run that Wright City's been able to conjure up here in this game. Now, they put some pressure on the quarterback a couple times when he passed, but good penetration that time by the defensive line and a 2-yard loss.
Clock moving again, down to 9.5 to go here in this first half. They break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. Over to the far side goes Kaplan. Near side receiver is Zach Evans. Got the tight end out there as well for Clopton Elsberry, so a lot of weapons, and he drops back to throw. Puts it in the air, through the hands of Evans, and incomplete. That was almost intercepted.
Little slant pattern, a little high. Evans got his hands on it but couldn't pull it down. Then him and the cornerback had a little discussion about what kind of pizza they're going to order after the game. Referee stepped in and said, "Come on, boys, it's the first game of the year."
He said, "Come on, boys, pepperoni. What are you, dumb?" I don't know. Zach might seem like a ham and pineapple kind of guy. I don't know.
I think he's a lot of everything on the pizza kind of guy. Pretty good crowd here tonight. Lots of lawn chairs spread out.
Indeed.
Both sidelines, actually.
And that's something you have the space to do here at Clopton.
Without a doubt.
On 3rd and 12, back to throw again. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to take off over to the far side. Makes a move. He's going to be stopped short of the first down, but good yardage out near midfield. And I think this might be 4-down territory.
Yeah, it could be. Going to be 4th and about 5. Maybe 4.
And it looks like they are going to go for it.
The defense has been pretty good. The touchdown was a little bit of a fluke in that the defender had the quarterback by the ankle, and it was a jump ball that happened to come down in Wright City's hand. So you can rely on that defense, I think.
So 4th and 4 for the IndianHawks. Going for it here near midfield. 8:25 to go in the second quarter. No hard count. They go up the middle with it, and they've got the first down. Stopped right at the first down marker and then falls forward.
He's going to make it.
That's Avery Hall again on the carry for Clopton Elsberry.
Good hard inside running. We've seen that from Avery Hall from the outset tonight.
So the gamble pays off. Now they're into Wright City territory with a fresh set.
Down to 8:15, 8:16 I should say, to play in the half.
First again, IndianHawks on the Wildcat 47.
That's going to knock the wind out of Wright City a little bit. So do you go for a strike here?
I'm going to say they're going to stay with what got them here.
And it is a pitch on first down to the near side. Met as he turns the corner and is brought down after a gain of about 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, he slammed on the brakes about the time he made the corner, and he may have been better off. He'd have probably picked up another 4 or 5 yards if he'd have just kind of run onto the sideline. But he tried to cut it back, and the pursuit was there.
The grass, it's all holding up, but it's a little brown. Maybe the footing a little bit not great for stopping on the dime.
No, I would imagine this browning grass, as you said, is a little slicker than lush green grass.
Down to 7:20 to play in the first half. 2nd and 8 for Clopton Elsberry. One receiver to each side. Stepping out of the pocket. Now he's going to bring it down, and another short gain for Lucas Martin. And the IndianHawks, they gain 1, so it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Had pretty good protection that time, and when he stepped up, had some time, but the receiver was a little out pattern at about the 35-yard line. He was well covered, so he wisely tucked it and ran. But it leaves him behind the chains a little bit with a 3rd and long, 3rd and, as you said, 7.
And we got a banged-up Wright City Wildcat, but he's not going down. He's trying to shake off whatever it is and go back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to try and stay in there at least for another play. If you're Clopton Elsberry, I'd run right at him.
There you go.
2-back set. They're going to throw. They go to the far side. High pass, and it's off the hands of Dylan Kaplan on the far side.
A little too tall that time here in the early going. That's been Lucas Martin's early season jitters. Everything's a little bit high right now. And now we're going to have a water break at 6:27 to play in the half. We're tied at 7.
Back with more from Week 1 on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Well, maybe because of the down and distance, they didn't take the water break.
I don't know.
And Clopton Elsberry was able to convert on a pass to Zach Evans for about 8 yards. So they get it by 1, convert another 4th down here on this drive. That's the second on this drive. And now they go to the water break.
And we have back-to-back officials' timeouts.
Yeah.
But that gives us a chance to tell you that Louisiana intercepted a pass, and then a couple plays later went in for the touchdown. They trail 22-14 late in the second quarter at North Callaway.
And I'd say they got to be pretty happy with being in a game at North Callaway down by basically a touchdown at this point in the contest.
Yeah, because they've got a number of kids out this year that haven't played for a while. We talked about first game jitters for some of the guys in tonight's game here. I'm sure there were plenty of those at North Callaway. Plus, that's a quality football program over there, and they're hanging right with them so far.
Well, and Louisiana is playing for a teammate with the unfortunate accident with Angel Yalola, and he's recovering. I heard he's been FaceTiming friends and stuff from the hospital and doing a little bit better. But they want to go out there and perform for Angel, their friend and teammate.
Yeah, that was a serious accident. It actually happened right at the intersection where our house is, and very fortunate that Angel is going to hopefully fully recover, and don't know if he'll be ready for football or not, but hopefully be ready for basketball.
Angels were definitely with him that day. So Clopton Elsberry actually did turn it over on downs. Didn't they? No, they do still have the ball, sorry. Looked like the Wright City was setting up offensively. But it's a first down run for Dorian Zumwalt.
Nice gain. Just across the 30-yard line, and second and about 3.
Already to the midway point of this second quarter, tied at 7. Clocks moved pretty well, even with the water breaks and the timeouts.
When you have complete passes and run the ball, that's a recipe for a reasonably quick game. It is senior night here. I didn't see them do any.
No, they're going to do it at half, I think.
Yeah, so they'll recognize the seniors at halftime. They've got a bunch of them.
So second and a long 3, back to throw, over to the far side. A lot of air onto this one. A lot of touching going on there as they went to the far sideline. No flags come out. There was a lot of bumping.
Well, as you said, it was kind of thrown up for grabs, and generally speaking, you're not going to, unless you get pulled down or something, that banging, they're going to let that go this day and age. I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's the way it's officiated now.
And the pass was overthrown a little bit toward Gabry Hill. So third and a long 3. Lucas Martin under center again. See if they go back to the run game to try and get the first down. No, he's going to take it himself, and he's caught at the...
It's going to be a quarterback draw, and the defense sniffed it out.
Looked like he lost about a yard and a half on that play. Going to bring up 4th and 5.
Well, roll that 4th down dice, right? It's worked twice so far.
Kiss the lady for luck, roll those dice. Down to 4:58 to go here in the first half of this ball game. Big 4th down here for the Clopton Elsberry offense.
Wright City stacking it up in the middle a little more as of late, and they're going to try and run it up the middle.
And they've got the first down and a little bit more, all the way down to the 20-yard line for Avery Hall.
He was chugging along there. Boy, those strides weren't very big, but he took up some space in a hurry and picked up the first down.
He had a quick first step, and that's all he needed.
Because the play was intended to go up the gut. It was a straight dive play, and he was able to break it off tackle and found some space.
So, again, 3rd, 4th down converted on this drive for Clopton Elsberry, and they're Down to the 20, into the red zone. Clock down to 4:25. Trying to break this tie. Clopton Elsberry has never led in this game. Back to throw. They put it up to the near side, and it is caught for a touchdown. Indian Hawks get a 20-yarder as Evans pulls it in on the near sideline for the Indian Hawks.
Evans made a really nice adjustment on the football that time. It was underthrown a little bit. The defensive back didn't have his head turned around. He cut it back inside and catches it for the touchdown.
Yeah, he was all alone, just cradled it into the bread basket there and gives Clopton Elsberry their first lead of the season. And on to kick is Dylan Kaplan.
Kicking your extra point, number 80, Dylan Kaplan.
Hit a line drive the last time. Let's see if he can get a little air under this one. Snap was good, though, before. Tyler Kuntz once again with the hold. As the officials stand and wait for.
And they're going to send off a player.
It's not good to have 12 guys on the
extra point team.
Right.
So they get him up. And this one, another line driver, but it's, again, right through the uprights. And with 4:13 to go in the first half, it's Clopton Elsberry 14. And the Wright City Wildcats 7 here on Eagle 102.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
So the Indian Hawks take the lead. They line up on the wrong side for the kickoff, and now they go to the right spot.
Well, you don't have any numerical markings on the football field. You got to look to the pylons on the sideline, off the sidelines. So that's an honest mistake, right?
Yeah. It's week 1.
Number 2.
So Evans hauls in the pass from Lucas Martin. 20 yards on the touchdown.
Second time they've done that tonight. So let's see if they can kick this away. Try and pin Wright City back.
Wildcats got a good return last time following the touchdown, but couldn't capitalize. And it's kind of muffed there, and having to fall on it is Wright City shy of the 40-yard line, about the 37, 38 maybe.
Looks like Jake Smith
37-yard line.
fell on it. He tried to catch it on the scoop and take off running to no avail, and then had to slam on the brakes and go back and fall on it. So let's see if the Indian Hawks can create a turnover of their own here late here in this first half.
On 1st and 10, they've got 4 minutes and 10 seconds to do it. They put a man in motion and run it back to the near side. Snuffed out, breaks a tackle though, comes to the near sideline. He's got room and finally forced out of bounds and drugged down by Dorian Zumwalt. And that's a nice little misdirection play there.
Yeah, lucky they didn't get a flag for late hit, as the defender threw down the running back after they were already out of bounds. Official reached for his flag and then decided against it.
That took 8 seconds off the clock, and they got, what, about 25 yards?
Yeah,
more than that.
And stopped the clock as well.
1st and 10 Wildcats. The Indian Hawks, 37.
14-7, Clopton Elsberry trying to hold on to a lead here late in the first half. Pitch out to the far side. He gets around one man. That's been their best bet on the running game, but this time they lose a yard.
The jet sweep to Deshaun Palmer.
Number 8, Deshaun Palmer with carry.
Indian Hawks have done a good job of stringing that out with the defensive end and the far side corner staying at home. That play hasn't worked yet for the Wildcats.
Well, he didn't lose one. He ended up, they gave him a yard. So he was able to dive across. And now a timeout taken by the Wildcats with 3:21 to go.
They had to take that timeout because they had 12 guys in the huddle.
14-7, Indian Hawks lead Wright City on Eagle 102.
This is Kyle Sugar, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
3:21 to go in the first half, 14-7. Clopton Elsberry leading Wright City. Wildcat ball.
From North Callaway, a safety. And by North Callaway, they now lead 24-14. That's really late in the second quarter.
We're getting late. 3:21 to play in the second. Eagle 102 halftime show coming up at the conclusion of this quarter. I think this is a big down for the Indian Hawks.
I would agree with that.
Back to throw, puts it in the air to the near sideline, and it is incomplete at the goal line.
Well, and you talked about contact. A lot of contact that time on the Wright City receiver. Actually, maybe a hold as the corner grabbed him by the arm as he tried to go by, and that was slowed him down that step, and he was unable to get to it, or that was a touchdown.
Pass was a nice one. Good touch on it. Just a step behind. That brings up 3rd down and 9.
Interesting play call going for the home run ball on 2nd down.
Back to throw again on 3rd down. Steps up in the pocket. And he'll have 1st down yardage and then some. Still on his feet. Makes a move right into a defender and brought down. I think, again, if he would have kept his route going there, he would have either run out of bounds with about 4 more yards or made a move into the end zone.
Right. He gets inside the 10. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 7. So good gain nonetheless by Hayden Beck. And they're in the red zone. 1st and goal. Plenty of time at 3:03 to play in the half.
1st and goal, Wildcats.
Little pitch. Makes his move. Middle of the field and in for the touchdown. Signal touchdown on the far side. He just got in there. And this game is a 1-point game with the extra point still to come.
Defensive man came from the backside and I think actually gave him a little boost into the end zone.
And there is a Wright City player down after the touchdown.
Yeah, did you pick up a number on the touchdown? Is it the guy that's down? I can't really pick up a number, but it is a touchdown nonetheless.
And he's down on the field right now, so before the extra point, we'll take a break. Wright City in the end zone with 2:47 to go in the half. 14-13, Clopton Elsberry on Eagle 102.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. Or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
14-13, the injured Wildcat off the field. I can't tell if it's a 3 or a 1. Looked like a 3 to me, which would be the quarterback, Hayden Beck.
We're taking a guess the run was by Smith. 7-yard touchdown run.
And they'll try and tie the game with this extra point. Kick is up, and it is good, and we're tied at 14 here late in the second quarter. 2:47 to play. Clopton Elsberry had them on the ropes. A couple of big runs. Break things open. They score on a short one. And it's 14-14 here from Clopton High School on senior night for the Indian Hawks on Eagle 102.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. I'm State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock, and I'm ready to help you save. Call me today at 573-754-5575 or visit us in Louisiana, just a block up from the river. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Really late in the half. North Callaway scores again. Now they lead Louisiana 30-14.
Number 3 back.
So the foot went down onto the pedal, huh?
Yeah, it would seem that way.
Got the safety and score on the after the free kick. This game tied. They'll try the onside kick, and it didn't go far enough. Well, that's a quick whistle, though. I guess they.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe they called them offside. Almost had to, because the ball actually ended up rolling 10 yards eventually.
Yeah. Or maybe they thought it caught one of those players that actually did a really good job to get away from it. Well, they'll move them back.
Yeah.
Just a 5-yard penalty.
It is a 5-yard penalty.
So that'll take it back to the 35.
I guess in high school you don't have the option to take that ball where it went out of bounds, huh? So if you did, I'm sure Clopton would do that in a heartbeat. Officials over on the far sideline talking to Coach Sargent of Wright City.
I think he wanted to know exactly what the call was, too. It had to have been an offside. Just by when they blew the whistle.
It certainly was a quick whistle.
And, we kid about this group of referees, but they are a veteran squad and know how to run a game.
That's for sure.
So they'll try it again. Special teams have been an issue. A little too creative for the talent level, maybe. They'll kick it deep this time, well, as deep as they can, and it'll.
Oh, my goodness, he didn't cover it. Oh, the receiver thought it was going to go out of bounds. It stayed in bounds, and Wright City's going to recover it deep in Indian Hawk territory at the 24-yard line.
By the time he realized what was going on, there were
too late.
4 Wildcats there.
Oh, my. Big turnover late here in the first half.
Yep. Probably had punt in his brain.
Wow. Not that, you've seen that. You see that from time to time. There's no question about it. And the ball looked like it was going to go out of bounds. And
it did.
It was like one of your wedge shots. It kind of backed up a little bit, stayed on the field of play, and Wright City was right there to pounce on it. Now they can turn this game around right here at the end of the half.
Yeah, they still have 2:47 to work with. a tired defensive squad out there. Little two-hand pitch to the far side for Wright City. And breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, breaking a third tackle, and he's going to go all the way down near the goal line. He was knocked out of bounds, and there's some injured Wildcats along the way, I think.
A lot of people slow to get up. But the running back that time really showed his speed. Boy, when he broke that first tackle, he hit another gear and got around the corner and just barely missed getting in the end zone.
I think that might be the same player that was injured last time. I think it is the quarterback.
They're going to mark him down at the 4-yard line, it looks like.
So the teams come back to their sidelines while they deal with the injured Wright City player. 2:37 to play in the first half, 14 all. Wright City knocking on the door on Eagle 102.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of our mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Phone data rates may still apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
It wasn't Beck, it was Jake Smith, the injured Wildcat wide receiver, and he is cramping up something awful. He limps off the field.
We talked about that.
To the near side, they try and sneak it through the pile there, and he's stopped short of the goal line on 1st and goal. 14 all here in the second quarter. Clock running down to 2:15.
Looks like looks at the side judge. He's marked right at the one, maybe a half football inside the 1-yard line. Clock continues to run down to 2 minutes to play in the half.
10 on the play clock as they hit the line. Another handoff. Steps through a man, and he is into the end zone. A touchdown, a 1-yard score for Wright City. And they have taken back the lead 20-14 here with 1:51 to play. Extra point yet to come.
Yeah, we'll apologize. We have no idea who that running back was. You can't see the numbers unless you got Superman vision.
I'll try and kick the extra point here again.
A young guy like you ought to be able to see that.
I got the cataracts, Jim.
They'll take those out for you.
Well, they said they're just babies right now.
Yeah.
Got to wait until they're teenage cataracts.
They'll get there, too. Been there, done that. So 2 scores in the last 2:47 of this half for Wright City. They're going to have the lead as this officiating. One thing I will say about this officiating crew, they are one of the slowest officiating crews that we run into. Man, I don't know what we're waiting on now. They're looking up in the stands somewhere down on the end of the field.
Oh, they wanted the tee, I think. That was pretty good. That was like a 30-yard throw on the tee. I think they were looking for it, and I think it was still on the field. So for a 7-point lead,
the officials are looking over in the stands somewhere, so I don't know if they were catching the what for from somebody and that what for gets to go somewhere else, or what's going on.
Boy, they're thinking about it though. 20-14, Wright City leads. Inside 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Now they take their places. Now they turn around again. They're still looking.
I don't know, but my bedtime's 9:30. You may be doing this second half by yourself. I'll be over here taking a nap. Well, we've got the superintendent, the principal up here. We need to get some clarification on what's going on here.
Official ruling.
They're looking at each other just like we are.
All right, snap. And that one's partially blocked and will land at the goal line. No good. So the score remains 20-14 after all of that. Clopton Elsberry, though, has to bounce back again. They trail by 6 on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Well, Thursday special team practice might be fun for everyone, and another onside attempt, and it looks like Clopton Elsberry got it.
Well, the IndianHawks almost fumbled another one away on the onside kick, went up inside the 10 yards and touched it. But this time they were able to recover it.
So they'll do senior night at halftime. It's now Oak Grove 41-6 over Bowling Green. That's late in the third. We'll get you updates on all those scores as we reach the Eagle 102 halftime show. Running on first down, turning it up the middle. Good spin move. And he'll be right at with a second push at or across the first down marker. And it is a gain of 11 and a fresh set down to the 41-yard line.
Good hard running again that time. We've seen that from the running backs all night for the IndianHawks. They need to hustle here with 1:35, see if they can stick one in here into the end zone before the half.
Ty take the lead with an extra point. On 1st and 10, another handoff. This one goes to Hall, and he gets another nice chunk down to about the 31-yard line.
Two big runs. They're going to mark that just shy of the first down, so it'll be second and about a half yard.
Down to 1:05 to play in the half. You take your shot here?
Well, let's see. Under a minute. Yeah, I would. Looks like they got maybe double coverage over here on Evans.
Back to throw.
Throw it down the middle, and Hill's wide open. Can they get it to him?
And it was short of the intended target. It was behind Gabry Hill.
Really good defensive play that time by the far corner. Came running and got there just in the nick of time to deflect that away. A little less air under it that time, and that's a touchdown.
Yep, but it does stop the clock with 42.3 seconds to go and a very manageable third down.
And I believe they still have a timeout, so if they want to run it, the clock will stop after the first down. They have to understand that and get to the line of scrimmage quickly or burn the final timeout.
Back to throw again. Pressure coming. Steps through the first man. Grabbed by the face mask. His helmet's off, and they'll blow the play dead. That's got to be a face mask, right?
Well, one would think.
no flags.
If you grab him by the back of the helmet, though, I don't know that qualifies as a face mask, does it?
They're going to mark him down where his helmet came off, so it's a loss of 4.
And he has to leave the game for one play. So now do you just let it run out? Run one play and hand it off. Backup quarterback in, Tyler Kuntz.
Clock running. Yeah, I think they're just going to see what happens on this play, I think.
Can't imagine they're going to throw this.
On 4th and 4, and the ball is fumbled, and he's down on 2 knees, then takes a shot right to the chops.
With 15.3 seconds to play in the half. Well, things have gone dramatically sideways for the IndianHawks in the final 5 minutes of this second quarter.
It's a turnover on downs back to Wright City with 15.3 on the clock. And do they take a shot here? Do they take a knee?
Well,
they got everything going for them right now.
Beck's shown he's got the arm to throw it downfield. I don't know if you want to take a chance on a sack fumble or if you just go to the half ahead by 6 and count your blessings. Looks like they're going to throw it. We're going to have a timeout. They're going to still talk about it.
15.3 seconds to go in the first half. 20-14, Wright City leads Clopton Elsberry on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
15.3 seconds to go in the first half. Wright City takes a timeout before their first play of this drive. Their last drive, a couple of big run plays set up. A 1-yard touchdown to take a lead. Extra point was blocked.
Yeah, they went a long way in a minute and 4 seconds to take that lead.
Yeah, following another touchdown, they were able to recover the kickoff downfield. That set up the second score.
That two scores off of turnovers for the Wildcats.
Back to throw. Under pressure. Comes to the near side. It's caught.
Out of bounds.
Still running. He's going to waste the time here. Down to 5 seconds. They take a timeout. Oh, now we've got some extracurriculars after the whistle.
And a flag. So will this be a I'm kissing my sister flag where they give it to both teams, unsportsmanlike? This is kind of a big deal.
It is.
Because there's still, plus it stops the clock. I mean, the
did.
clock stopped with the first down, but they would have cranked the clock or Wright City would have had to burn it their last time out.
Flag on the play.
It's on, yep.
Yep, offsetting.
Offsetting personal foul.
Offset, stops the clock, and Wright City's going to get one more play.
And since the play was over, it doesn't replay the down or anything. They don't have to go backwards.
And Wright City's going to go ahead and burn that final timeout and get things set up here.
5.1 seconds to go in the first half. 20-14, Wildcats lead. And they're coming back on the field now, so we'll keep it here.
One final play. Let's see if Clopton wants to blitz or do something to put some pressure on Beck. You can't. The kid's got a good wing on him. He can fling it. Put a little pressure on him. Don't give those receivers time to get down the field.
Here we go. Huge play in this game. They put a man in motion to the far side. He's there to block. Little pitch out. And they cut it up the middle. Time is yet to expire. There it is, and they bring him down. That's the end of the half. So all that build-up.
to run a running play.
A little pitch forward, and all they had to do was keep him out of the end zone and not commit a penalty, and that was successful, I believe, for the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks that time. 20-14, senior night festivities coming up as we start the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Pretty interesting first half of football, a long first half of football, but we run into that from time to time, especially for some reason here at Clopton. It's always a long night.
We talked about that off the air in the pregame, didn't we?
20-14 is our score after two quarters, getting ready to start senior night festivities. Wright City has just taken a knee in the end zone. They're not even going to walk back to the locker room or anything. I think.
Well, you can't use the locker rooms.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's part of the COVID thing.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, you get to stay outside. I don't know where the IndianHawks went. They were up here under the shade trees earlier. Of course, I guess they may all be out here for senior day watching.
Yeah, I think they usually go up the hill or back behind us here in the press box. But, yeah, the seniors are all down at the south end of the field, getting ready for senior night festivities. Looked like the freshman, Kevin Seeley, he never came back in the first half after an apparent lower leg injury. He's got the ball cap on backward now in front of the grandstand here at Clopton. So I don't know. I think his return is probably doubtful.
Yeah, he's got a little hitch in his giddy up.
Yeah.
So they're going to do senior night, and as we told you, there are 10 seniors. I can actually tell you who they are. So they've got a nice little write-up about each one.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I'm not going to read you the write-up, but it's Donovan Brewer, Zach Evans, Brody Freeborn, Avery Hall, Gabriel Hill, Brady Hubbard, Jacob Martin, Riley Walker, Jacob Wolanski, and Dorian Zumalt. Manager Jada Irving. And the cheerleaders, Ellie Beecham, Melody Hall, Laura Huckstep, Vivian Marks, and the feature. Ellsbury's got a featured twirler, baton twirler.
Oh, yes,
huh?
yes, she is fantastic. Did you just
Madison
see?
Leckby.
I just found a friend.
What, a little critter?
There was a little frog up here. I tried to catch him for you, but he jumped onto somebody's head down below.
Well, I have noticed a few bugs on the attack here once the sun came down.
Yeah,
so
he wants a snack is what he wanted. I ruined his night.
So Louisiana's falling apart. It's actually, I thought it was about half. It's still late in the second quarter. They now trail 42-14.
So that's a 20-point swing, starting with that safety that made it 24-14.
That's correct.
So, quick take on that first half here. Clopton Elsberry kind of beating themselves more than anything else.
Yeah. The two of the touchdowns were off turnovers. One
and the first one, wet hand, sweaty hand. It happens. He was maybe a little pumped up. It was his first pass attempt as a starting quarterback. You can see that one. But the second one is definitely a mental mistake.
Without question, the kickoff that the deep back thought it was going to go out of bounds. Let it roll, did not go out of bounds, did not cover it, and Wright City able to cover it deep in Indian Hawk territory. And so they took both those turnovers in for touchdowns, accounting for 14 of their 20 points. Plus the Indian Hawks had, 2 or 3 holding penalties that hurt them in that first half on the offensive side of the football when they were on drives. So not out of this football game by a long shot. If they can clean things up, they probably want to try and score early if they can. They kicked off, so they should get the ball, start the second half, and try and square things up here right off the get-go in the second half.
Maybe they can flip the script from last season where they led for 3 quarters and were overtaken in the final frame, losing by a 20-14 score that game as well. So 2 quarters in the books. We'll take a break. We'll go through all the scoring here in the first half and check the ticker, see if we can find out some more scoring updates as we roll along here in Week 1 on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs is still Mid-America Auto and Towing. They perform state inspections, run diagnostics, and specialize in brake repair. They do everything from preventative maintenance to engine repair and more. Mid-America will also guarantee the lowest prices on tires. Stop in, browse their pre-owned vehicles, and make sure to ask about their senior citizen and military discounts. Financing is available. To get a sneak peek of their inventory, visit MidAmericaAutoandTowing.com. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
It's time again for your annual mammogram, and Pike County Memorial Hospital is here for you. Now, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is closer to you than ever before. Receive the highest quality mammograms and bone density scans from our certified technologist right here in Pike County. Plus, your records and former scans can easily be transferred to us so we can keep everything up to date. It's state-of-the-art technology and the quality care you can count on right in your own backyard. For more information, go to pcmh-mo.org.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MerpBK Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank and Bowling Green Tractor.
2 quarters in the books here at Clopton High School. That Bowling Green Oak Grove game, which again was a replacement game for both those teams. It's actually 41-19 with 1:37 left in the third. Bowling Green trailing Oak Grove. Of course, their opening week opponent was supposed to be the Vanfar Indians, and that was supposed to be our game of the week, but that did not happen. And now they had to travel all the way past Lee's Summit, you said, and
yeah, it's right on the highway. If you go that way, there's a big truck stop right there at Oak Grove. So yeah, nice little drive for the Bobcats. But you gotta find a game. I mean, you don't know when this virus thing's gonna rear its ugly head and shut things down. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it does, you want to at least be able to get in some games.
And that's Oak Grove. That's a quality opponent to pick up that late. So maybe your strength of schedule changes in those year-end multipliers, or however they decide district seeding, and they put up 19 points in that ball game.
Right.
So you never know how a little schedule change like that might affect you later on down the road.
I do have a list of halftime scores for you. This is an interesting one. Monroe City, South Callaway, 14-14.
Wow.
All these halftime scores. Palmyra leads O'Fallon Christian 30-0. Highland leads Putnam County 26-11. If you haven't been to Highland, they've got a new turf football field, new scoreboard. Big time quality stuff there at Highland. Marceline 20-8 over Scotland County. Sweet Springs 22-0 over Knox County. North Shelby in 8-man football leads 46-0 over Santa Fe. Clark County 8, Keokuk 7. Milan leads South Shelby 29-0, and at half, I just got an update on the Louisiana score. They trail 54-14.
That
at
is
half, folks. It was 22-14 early in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So I don't know what went on, but the wheels on the bus have fallen off over in Oz for the Dogs.
So Louisiana had a good first quarter. After that safety, really, that was the turning point.
Exactly.
Made it a 10-point game, and like you said, the wheels have fallen off since, as North Callaway kind of running things up there in the second quarter. Here it's 20-14, and Clopton Elsberry had a lead late in the first half, and a couple of quick touchdowns coming off a turnover. Really turned this game on its head and puts the young Wildcats ahead by 6 points. Now, they weren't able to get the full 7 points as the extra point was blocked on the second one, but it's got to be a big confidence booster for a young team like Wright City.
Yeah, and as we said, turnovers, points after turnovers. I mean, most football minds that are probably a lot greater than yours and mine will tell you, if you score points off of turnovers, your chances of winning football games go up dramatically, and Wright City's been able to do that. But as we said, IndianHawks aren't out of this game. They just trail by 6. They should get the ball to start the second half, go down and score, and it's game on.
And yeah, you got to feel pretty good to make as many mistakes as they did in the first half of this game and only be down by 6 points for sure.
Right. 2 long pass plays. Lucas Martin to Zach Evans in both particular cases, a 36-yarder and a 20-yarder. Those account for the scoring for the IndianHawks. So they've got some quick strike, that's easy for me to say on a Friday night, capabilities. And really, they've run the ball well. I mean, they've run the ball up the middle.
Extremely well.
And flexed their muscles inside. You just can't turn it over and give up points. That's the story of the first half.
And we talked about, avoiding the cramps and everything. I think Clopton Elsberry's done a better job at that, as some of the skilled positions for Wright City are dealing with cramping issues, at least they're late in the second quarter of this ball game. And, those things, the temperature might go down, but those things don't get better as a game goes on.
No, unless you're drinking a great big glass of salt water right now, you might have a chance.
Yeah, but once you have that first cramp, it's hard to get your stride back before the final horn sounds, for sure.
And I'm not sure about these young guys, but an old guy, when I get one of those, it's sore for like days.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. About 6.5 minutes to go before we start quarter number 3. We'll take a quick break here on the Eagle 102 halftime show. It's 20-14 Wright City over Clopton Elsberry on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
You can now check your cash flow on the go with Bank of Louisiana's mobile banking. We're helping you manage your money from here, there, and everywhere with our new mobile and text banking services. You can check balances, view account history, transfer funds, and pay bills all from your phone. Visit us online at www.bola.cc for more information and to enroll for mobile banking. Bank of Louisiana, proud to be your hometown bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
All right. Do we have any updates of scores around the area?
Yeah, I need to correct one. I said earlier that Monroe City was tied, but I got on Score Stream, and they're actually playing St. Pius out of Festus. They do trail 31-6. Harrisburg, which has got a good team, they're a pretty new football program. I want to say maybe 4 years old. They lead Paris 22-0. Let's see if there's any. Kirksville over Macon 28-7. That's at half.
And that's Kevin Kreidemeyer's debut as the coach at Kirksville.
That's correct.
A former Bowling Green coach.
Yeah, so a good start for Kirksville. Brookfield leads Trenton 44-0. We told you the 54-14 score between North Callaway leading Louisiana. North Shelby and 8-man, they're up to a 52-0 lead. They're a good 8-man team.
They are.
They went a long way in the playoffs last year. I think they're ranked 3 in the preseason poll. Columbia Battle leads Fort Zumwalt North 32-28. Zumwalt North is one of the top-ranked teams in the St. Louis area. Fox of Arnold leads Timberland 28-0. Jackson over Fort Zumwalt West 35-7. Herman over Montgomery County 8-6 at half. So a defensive struggle.
Yes, it is.
I think Clopton, Elsberry, and maybe Louisiana both play Missouri Military. That they lead Russellville. Missouri Military does 27-0 at half.
They've made strides in that program the last few years.
You know, they played. We had them here. Was it last year or 2 years ago? They hung in for a while.
Yeah.
Francis Howell leads Hickman. Hickman's program has been down for a while. 41-7. House Central over Hazelwood East, 18-7. St. Dominic, a little closer to us, leads St. Charles West, 14-7. So that's a lot of the scores around the area. Again, remember, Banfar is not playing tonight. Mark Twain is not playing tonight. Hannibal is not playing tonight. So several area schools struck by the COVID virus that have postponed their season for a week or two in some cases.
Mark Twain will be back next week. On Saturday, they'll host Clopton Elsberry in week 2. And Van Far will have to wait 2 weeks, and I think they come back against Mark Twain for the Farmers Cup game.
The Farmers Cup.
That one coming up in 2 weeks' time.
Love that stuff.
The team's coming back on the field as we get ready for the second half of this ball game. It's a 6-point game. Couple of turnovers cost the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks in the first half. We'll see if they can clean that up and get that run game chugging down the field again. as they trail Wright City 20-14 after 2 as we head to the third quarter on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Clopton Elsberry will receive the opening kick to start quarter number 3 as the Wildcats open the game with the ball.
Yeah, I've never really. Have you ever figured out why they add this 3 minutes on at half? I get it. They're stretching. I know what they're doing, but half's long enough as it is.
Exactly.
Especially a half where you've got
a senior night.
And so they tack another 3 minutes on us, down under a minute. So we'll be underway here momentarily. Next week, we talked about that a little bit. I think you already said that, right? Saturday night at Mark Twain.
Yep.
Clopton Elsberry will travel there. Another EMO conference matchup. Interesting.
I think we might pull the doubleheader next week, Friday and Saturday.
Really?
Are you in for that?
I'm out of town, so yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh.
Yeah, have fun with that.
All right.
What's the Friday night game? Let's see. Let's take a look at the schedule. Just tune people in. Bowling Green host Palmyra. That could be an interesting game. Louisiana hosts Montgomery County. And Van Far, they're not going to be able to play, right? No. They've got another week they got to sit out. So they'll miss the Wright City game. So, yeah, you could do the Bowling Green Palmyra, Louisiana Montgomery game on Friday, or heck, do all 3 of them.
Why not,
We split up and divide and conquer, as they say. Oh, my goodness, they hadn't put the 3 minutes on the clock yet.
Well, our viewers
goodness. This game's not going to be over with till 10:30, the rate we're going.
KJFMradio.com are seeing a clinic in stretching right now.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Glad you're with us here in week number 1. We actually got a week 1 game here on Eagle 102. That was nervous days.
I'm guessing a lot of people, if you went 30 days back, what do you think the odds were that they're going to be able to play high school football this year?
I didn't think it was going to happen. I mean, the fact that we've got some sort of professional sports is amazing to me at this point, especially with all the problems that the Marlins, the Cardinals, I think some cases in the Reds organization have had to be able to play games and for the Cardinals to put together some sort of roster that has them, 2-3 games out at this point?
They've hit the skids. They've lost 3 in a row. They're losing 6-2 to Cleveland right now. So
I know, but now that the starters are back, then they can.
They may run out of
the
gas.
skids, yeah.
But it'll be interesting. It actually is interesting that the first true contact sport that we're having in the country is high school football, as opposed to pro football or college football, particularly pro football where they're getting paid.
Yeah.
It's their job. So there'll be a lot of eyes watching to see if and where there's any kind of infection that takes place after this first night of high school football games, because there are a ton of them going on now.
What's your thought? We got a minute here on bubbles in professional sports.
Well, it seems to work.
Yeah. Zero positive tests for the NHL.
Yeah, it worked in hockey. It works in basketball. Football, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just too many players, too many support staff.
Yep.
There's no way it would work in football. I did read today that the NCAA is kicking around. A couple of the leagues are talking about doing a regional bubbles for non-conference basketball games, because most of the conferences have said they're not going to start playing until after January 1. Doing a bubble at different locations and bringing in 10 or 12 teams and playing kind of a little tournament type deal in a bubble situation. Of course, my question is, are you sending all the tutors with them, or they're just not going to take class? Or I got a daughter in school. She's going to have to take class during that time.
Zoom classes.
Yeah.
It's all Zoom these days.
Well, your daughter probably had some experience with some Zoom stuff in the spring, didn't she?
Bowling Green, she was in middle school then. She's a freshman now. Did more packets and stuff like that. And heck, me, the math wizard I am, was able to take over as her pre-algebra teacher and get her grade up to an A. So
there you go.
I failed Algebra 1. I don't know what I did. Thank you, Google.
I heard an interview with an elementary parent last week that she was talking about, I need help. I can't do this 27 plus 12 in Common Core. I know the answer, but I don't know how to get there.
Well, we are ready for the start of the second half here in Week 1 on KJFM. Glad you're with us. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross, and Wright City set to kick off. See if there's any shenanigans here.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, they've onside kicked or swift kicked 3 out of the 4 times. They're going to kick this one deep.
Semi-deep, picked up eventually by number 20 for the IndianHawks, Dorian Zumwalt. He reverses field, spins around a man, breaks another tackle, and finally knocked to the sideline across the 30-yard line to about the 33.
Nice effort by Zumwalt that time, man. He made a lot out of nothing.
Got the 33, first and 10
And that Dalton Weiser a little shaken up, or was that Michael Hicks?
Michael Hicks,
okay.
number 9, yeah. He came up limping a little bit. Looked like maybe a cramp, although he's got some tape around his upper right between his calf and his knee.
Those numbers haven't started glowing yet.
No, they sure haven't, have they? Wishful thinking, I guess. Yeah. Let's see if the IndianHawks can get it going on offense. And now we're going to restart the play clock.
It was down to 0. Kickoff took 9 seconds off the clock. And they'll get that going now. Reset to 25 with the IndianHawks trailing by 6. First and 10. Under center again is Lucas Martin. Handoff on first down to number 38, Avery Hall. And he'll rumble forward for a gain of about 5.
Hall did the bulk of the ball carrying, particularly after the first series for the IndianHawks. Ran the ball well, very similar to what you just saw there. Most of it in between the tackles, and he's made good yardage on the majority of them.
Martin brings the play call in from the near sideline. They break the huddle with 20 on the play clock. Set with 17 ticks remaining for the play. Another handoff. This one goes to Dorian Zumwalt. He tries to get the edge, and he's across the first down marker and across the 45-yard line to the 46 of Clopton Elsberry.
Good hard running that time by Zumwalt. Carried a couple defenders with him for the last couple of yards, and he's not a very big guy.
Minute gone here in the third quarter. Clopton Elsberry looking to tie or take the lead on this opening drive of the second half. They're near midfield now.
Wright City's been in a 4-2 defense most of the night. Occasionally they'll blitz, and now they're putting a bunch of guys in the box to try and stop what's going on straight up the gut.
On first and 10. Back to throw. Comes out to the near side, sets, throws. It's caught. Little inside pass. There is. Did I see a flag come out?
You saw 2 flags. They're all over the place.
The pass went for a gain of about 7, but I think there's going to be a hold here somewhere.
There is. And that's been, what is that, the 3rd or 4th holding call on the IndianHawks that have stalled. The first 3 stalled their drives. You just got to clean that stuff up. That's all there's to it.
Flag was about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so I had 10 to that.
And it'll be your unfriendly.
First and 23.
Exactly. We had 1st and 25, though, so this doesn't quite match the longest first down to gain yardage yet.
26.
Looks like Oak Grove scored again. They lead 47-19 with 7:30 to play in the game.
That game started about a half hour before our game. That's probably sped up.
Bowling Green to be back to Kingdom City before this one's over.
And on first down and forever, gain of about 4. And do we have more flags? It looked like the quarterback for the IndianHawks, Lucas Martin, was pleading with the head official.
I think he may have thought he got hit after the handoff, which, unless it's an option play, you really can't do that.
Yeah. Clock running down to 9:48. Bring up 2nd and about 20. Coach is getting a little impatient up here.
Aren't they, though?
Back to throw. To the near side, off the hands and incomplete. Intended target that time was Dylan Kaplan.
Little tall that time.
Every incompletion when the ball is thrown high like that makes you nervous after it hits the receiver's hands. They're just up for grabs after that.
Lucky that wasn't picked off as it deflected up in the air. A little too hot to handle that time.
That brings up 3rd and 20. IndianHawks need something big here on 3rd down.
Well, don't make a big mistake and compound the issues here. Under pressure.
Got away initially, but he's going to lose big yardage. They finally stop his progress. That's going to be a loss of about, 7?
A bunch.
And it'll bring up 4th down, and the punt team will come on for the first time tonight for Clopton Elsberry.
4th and about 27. Well, it looks like they're going to give him a little forward progress, so it's going to be 25. There's your 25 yards. So, yeah, they'll have to punt it away. And I believe Kaplan does the honors. Got to be careful. Wright City last year, part of their offense was quick strike on these kick and punt returns.
And they've had a good kickoff return tonight.
The punt is away.
Bounces high. Slipping. Gets his momentum. He's going to be all the way to midfield before he's finally brought down. There on the tackle was Kruger.
After waiting for it to bounce in the air, he still picked up 20, so that kind of tells you why they kicked it away from him.
There is a flag on the play, and it's in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
Well, that may not be a good thing for.
Clopton Elsberry's pointing at Wright City.
Or maybe a hold of the gunner.
Here's the official call coming in from the far side. It's against the IndianHawks. False start.
Offsetting, illegal procedure.
Okay.
And it looked like a face mat, or it was holding, I guess, on the gunner on the outside. So those will offset, and we'll do it again, huh?
Yep. I always wondered how a 10 or 15 yarder could be offset by a 5 yarder.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got to admit, I never really studied up too hard on the football rule book. When I played, I figured just go until somebody tells you you're doing something wrong. Right?
Exactly. 8:31 to play, so they'll re-kick from the same spot.
Okay, Mr. Whitehat, you've already told us what the penalties are. I actually happen to know this officiating crew. I'm going to have a conversation with him about speed of play.
Rate of play, yeah.
Let's go. Players are standing out there waiting.
So we'll see if they can improve on the field position here. It was a good return the first time. They kick it right at him this time. Oh, he muffed it. Picked up, though, by Wright City. They'll come to the near side with it, and they're going to end up with about the same return, knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, that's actually the quarterback that was back, picked up. He wasn't back deep. He was one of the up backs, and Beck picked it up, and as you said, Mark, right back to kind of where they were after all that, back into Indian Hawk territory at the 48-yard line.
So Wright City's first possession of the second half. They've scored on their last two.
I realize we're just early in the third, but the Indian Hawk defense needs to get a stop here. You don't want to go down by 2 scores in this football game.
Now, 2 scores might be insurmountable between these two teams, the way they're playing tonight. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he won't bounce off this one. Brought down for a loss.
That's the defensive line we saw early in the game. Getting into the backfield.
38,
Avery Hall with the tackle. Evans was there along with Walker.
Knocked him back across to their own side of the 50-yard line. For a second, and we'll call it 12. Lots of receivers out there, and they look like they're going to throw. They put it to the far side, and it is almost picked off.
It was. Good defensive play by Dylan Kaplan that time, man. He had a lot of green grass in front of him if he picked that off.
He jumped that route and nearly went the other way with 7:36 to go in the third quarter. That would have been huge. It's good either way because it's 3rd and 12.
Actually, it was a good defensive play by the wide receiver to keep him from taking that about 55 yards for a touchdown.
Now they were running on first down, passing on second down. Now here's 3rd and 12.
Will they play it safe?
And flags come out. Somebody was lined up in the neutral zone, I think.
It's a false start. I don't know who moved. We're kind of looking down the line. It didn't look like anybody was lined up out of whack.
Stops the clock with 7:36 to play. Week 1 action on KJFM, 20-14, Wright City leads. And it's 3rd and 18 now. Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. To the near side and bowls over one man but goes out of bounds. And now a flag. And for a late hit, they're going to call it on Jacob Martin. But it looked like he slipped down.
Yeah, he had a hold of the quarterback. He'd been out of bounds for a bit.
So that's going to be a first down.
For whatever reason, slipping or whatever, he did take him down. And I'd say it was weak at best, but it's going to cost him 15 yards.
Goodness.
You'll have a good view of that on the video and be able to make your own judgment as to whether you think that should have been a late hit or not. So deep into Indian Hawk territory down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, now this is getting into that. This may be the ball game territory.
Got to try and keep him out somehow.
Late hit out of bounds.
7:24 to play in the third quarter.
1st and 10 Wildcats from Indian Hawk 26.
Just after 9 p.m. here at Clopton High School.
Remember, 9:30 is bedtime.
Ooh, that was almost a false start, too.
Yeah.
Short pass. They're not going to get much on it. And fights forward for about 5.
Yeah, it looked like the man in motion turned up field about a half tick early, yeah. I'm feeling a little breeze.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Second and 5, nearing the midway point of this third quarter.
Well, let's see if they want to run it this time. The only runs that they've had much success with were that little pitch.
Two-hand pitch, and, yeah, they're going to get some yardage out of this one, too. Bouncing up after a nice gain is...
First down, Wildcats.
Is that Smith or Weiser?
I think it was Weiser.
I think you're right.
And a timeout taken on the field with 6:31 to play here in the third quarter. An officials timeout, 20-14. Wright City leads. They're knocking on the door again here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Nearing the midway point of this third quarter, Clopton Elsberry needs a big defensive play here as they're already down by 6. And that's a final now. Bowling Green has fallen to Oak Grove, 47-19.
Well, good experience for the Cats to get a game in, long trip. They'll learn from it.
Another pitch. Trying to find some room, bounces off a man, wrapped up and brought down. Big hit on the far side to bring down the back, and they may give him forward progress for a yard or so. Nope, it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Looks like maybe big Jacob Martin on the hit.
Well, they do give him 2 yards. Quickly into the ball game is Mikey Morrow. He'll take a spot on the corner on the far side.
Under 6 minutes to play here in this third quarter.
Hand off again up the middle, and the door closed quickly for Wright City. Gain of about 2 more. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Bring up 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they can get a first down.
That would be about the 2-yard line.
Well, this is what you do here. You burn clock. Take your time. They ran it down under 5 seconds on the play clock that time. Looks like they've got the similar plan here. Although they're taking their own sweet time now. Looks like Coach Sargent may call a timeout.
Yep, he's going to let it run all the way down before he calls that timeout with 5 minutes exactly remaining in the third quarter. 20-14, Wright City leads. They're in the red zone on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
3rd and 6 from the 8-yard line for Wright City. Clopton Elsberry needs a stop. They trail by 6 with 5 minutes to go in the third.
Certainly in 4-down territory here.
Here we go. Back to throw. Now he's going to take it himself over to the far side. Stops, throws, across his body. It's almost picked off.
Ooh, yeah, that would have been a big interception, too.
In and out of the hands. I think that was Martin.
Is it Martin? Yeah,
Yep.
I think it was, yeah. So, one more stop here for the IndianHawks, and they'll dodge a bullet.
4th down and 6 from the 8. Again, there is a first down to be had there at the 2-yard line. They put a man in motion to the near side, and he's throwing all the way across the middle, and it is tipped and taken down to the turf. A turnover on downs back to Clopton Elsberry. Again, good defense by Lucas Martin.
That's big. That's really big. They got a long way to go. They'll get it their own 7-yard line, but, man, keep them out of the end zone and get this offensive engine going this time.
Well, I don't think you have to get in any hurry. You're down 6.
No.
You can run down this whole quarter, put it in at the last second or wait till the 4th. Go up by a point and see where the 4th quarter takes you.
First and 10 Indian.
Yeah, the offense really hasn't done much, though, since midway to the second quarter, so let's see if they can get something going.
Avery again on first down. Avery Hall.
If you're Wright City, do you stack the box and force the IndianHawks to throw the football?
He just pushed that pile 4 yards.
Him and a bunch of his best friends.
Mm-hmm. Down to 4:25 to go in the quarter.
Do you notice that the offensive line's not bouncing to the line of scrimmage
No.
like they were early in the game?
No, they weren't.
This heat will take it out of you, especially when you're going both ways, a bunch of them.
Pitch out to the near side, around the corner. This is Dorian Zumwalt. He gets around a man, got a nice block, and is hit way late. No flag that time. Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty late.
He was
Pretty
3
late.
yards out of bounds.
But a good run nonetheless by Zumwalt. Good first down yards. Got him out of a hole out to the 25-yard line.
Well, there's the cowbell for the first time since the first quarter.
25, it's the 30.
Yep.
Clock stopped as he went out of bounds.
And that was a legit hit.
It was.
Back to throw on first down. Couple of pumps, goes to the far side and through the hands. Another
Ooh-wee.
high pass.
Yeah, and Jake Smith, the cornerback, jumped that route. It's a good thing it was high because that was going to be a pick six.
Gabry Hill, the intended target, just overthrew him. Clock stopped with 3:51 to go. Be 2nd and 10. The slants haven't been the effective passes.
No, not so far.
Back to throw again. That one is caught. And that's a gain of about 7.
Well, I think what's happening with Martin, you notice how that was a nice spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Came right from his ear. And when he gets under a little pressure, he gets that arm slot out a little bit, kind of semi-sidearm, and it makes it sail high. He's got to remember his mechanics even when he's on the move.
Evans gets 8 on that catch, so it's 3rd and 2.
So a manageable 3rd down for the IndianHawks.
You trail by 6 here in the 3rd quarter. There's first down run. Going to gain about 7-8 yards on that play, all the way out to the 46-yard line.
Even though they didn't get a flag on that late hit, maybe that lit the fire underneath the IndianHawks here a little bit. They got a little more jump in their step after that play. Of course, they're not deep in their own end either, which helps.
True.
IndianHawk 46.
Under 3 to play in the 3rd. 20-14 Wright City. Clopton Elsberry moving on this second possession of the second half. Pitch out, little low one. And going to get, he's still fighting for yardage. That's Dorian Zumwalt again, the senior running back for Clopton Elsberry. I think he's going to get 3 on that play. Out to the 48.5.
Down to 2:20 to play in the third. Wright City still leads 20-14.
Back into the ball game with the play is Avery Hall. That's a good change of pace.
Yes, it is.
Between Zumwalt and Hall.
Thunder and lightning.
Uh-huh. Now they're going to throw. He's loading up to the near side, and that is caught. That's Gabry Hill, and he's deep into Wright City territory all the way down to the 20-yard line. That is a big pitch and catch there for Clopton Elsberry.
It was. Big air under that pass, too. Gave Hill time to run underneath of it. They've run that play, if you recall, in the first half towards the flag on the opposite end towards the end zone. He just overthrew him a little bit. That time it was on the money.
Mm-hmm. All the way to the 20. This is where they spot that ball with 1:33 to go in the third quarter. See if they go back to the run game here. They do. That's Avery Hall, and he's high load, taken down after a short gain.
Yeah, good pursuit that time by both the linebacker and the defensive end. Not a lot of running room, but he did pick up positive yards, gain of 2.
1:05 left in the quarter. Hill might have been a little shaken up after that play, but chug of water, and I think he's going to be fine.
He's a big boy. That was a long run.
Yeah. After the gain of 2 on first down, 2nd and 8 from the 18. Back to throw, and this one is incomplete. Intended target was Dylan Kaplan, and again threw it into traffic.
Right.
Bring up 3rd and 7.
Well, this is Martin's first true experience at the varsity level, and he'll have to work on his touch a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll come. That'll come with a little time, a little experience.
IndianHawks still trail by 6 as we're in the final 38 seconds of this third quarter.
They need to take advantage of this. They've had a great drive from their own 7-yard line. Let's see if they can punch it in.
He's back to throw again. Goes across the middle with it. It's caught. And he is very close and inside the 5-yard line.
To Zach Evans, and there's that slant you talked about on the money that time, and then Zach ran over a couple guys just for good measure.
He's good at that.
Got it at the 5.
Clock starts again with 30 seconds remaining in the quarter.
So they'll have to run one play, I believe.
Yep, 18 on the play clock and 20 on the game clock. They hurry up to the line, get there with 10 remaining on the play clock. They need 4 yards. See if they go back to the ground for those 4. They do. Inside handoff, fighting forward, and he is stopped just short.
Yep,
down at the 1.
Inside the 1, and that'll do it for the quarter, I believe.
So we'll head to the 4th with Clopton Elsberry on the doorstep trying to tie this game. They trail 20-14 here in Week 1 on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
We head to the fourth. Clopton Elsberry getting ready to tie this ball game. It'll be 2nd and goal from the about 4-inch line. It's a good way to start the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. No scoring in the third quarter, interestingly enough. Final score, or into the third quarter, I should say, from North Callaway. North Callaway 60, Louisiana 14. So it was 22-14 at one point in time in that game. And North Callaway has flexed their muscles.
They moved to 1-0. Louisiana 0-1. Bowling Green falls to 0-1. Well, if it the score holds.
Chances are, I would guess. It would be a monumental comeback.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, false start.
False start by, man, oh, man. You know, we talked about the turnovers and shooting yourself in the foot. Got inside the 1-yard line. Now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6.
The linemen shaking their heads after that one. So now it's going to be 2nd and goal from just outside the 5.
I guess the good news is they can burn some more clock, right?
Right. Well, they haven't burned any yet. Still 12 minutes on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Point. Well, you got to run it right at the gut, don't you?
Yes, you do. And they've got the man back there to do it in Avery Hall.
And Colby Twellman's at the tailback position. Another big lad.
On 2nd and goal, it goes to Twellman. Twellman cuts back, puts down his head, and he's very close to the goal line. The ball comes out. They're going to say he was down by contact, and that is big for the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks.
Yeah, you know, I think I'd have to see a replay. We're going to go with what the officials say, right?
Well,
nonetheless, it's going to be, don't tell me there's a flag. He's over there talking to the line judge.
Yeah, looking at the replay right now. And, yeah, it was caused by the ground.
And was there a penalty? No, I guess not. So they're going to be 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Oh, there was a penalty.
They haven't moved the yard flag.
Chop block penalty is what the call is. That's going to be from the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 15 yards, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 20.
Yowzers.
Someone said, holy Toledo. They're halfway to Toledo.
Oh, goodness. Mistakes. Well, it is the first game of the year, right?
Uh-huh.
2nd goal from the 20. Top block.
So still 2nd down.
Wow. Go from 1st and
goal from inches away
to 2nd and 20. 2nd and goals from the 20.
Here we go. And
Martin dropped the snap. He's going to make something positive out of it.
So 3rd and goal from about the 18.
Gain of about 1.
Make it the 19.
Gain of 2. 3rd and goal.
Well, they got to have something big here. Not necessarily. Well, they want to try and get at least half of it back if they can. You don't necessarily have to throw into the end zone, but try and get at least half of it back. Here comes the blitz.
He puts some air under it to the near side, and it is incomplete.
They throw to Zach Evans. You don't think he's been scouted. There were 3 defenders around him.
And he almost came away with it.
Yeah.
Pass is no good. Intended for Zach Evans.
So now that brings up 4th and goal from the 19.
So run that same fly post this time. Get the corner going towards that flag just like that when they cut it towards the middle and see if you can hit him, suck that safety in and hit him for a touchdown across the middle.
Well, you got Gabry Hill out there as well. He can catch a ball for you.
Going to split Kaplan wide right.
Big play here. 4th and goal from the 19 for Clopton Elsberry. And flags come out again. Who left early?
It's going to be a false start, or is it going to be on the defense this time? Neutral zone infraction.
There you go. So they get 5 yards of it back.
Well, that helps.
Yeah, every little bit does. We played a minute here in this 4th quarter.
And it's been an eventful minute, too. Lots of goodies going on.
The laundry tonight has been plentiful.
Busy. Yes, it has.
So 4th and goal from what? The 14 now.
Yeah, 13 or 14 looks like.
Back to throw again. He goes up the middle, and it is incomplete.
Oh,
through the hands, went right through the breadbasket of the intended target. And it's a turnover on downs.
Tried to catch it with his body that time instead of his hands, and that's what happens sometimes. It slides right through.
Turnover on downs gives it back to the Wildcats, still leading by 6 with 10:51 to go here in the 4th.
Well, a good opportunity. Of course, remember, they drove from their own 7-yard line to get down here, so let the defense go to work, and still plenty of time.
Hubbard gets off the field just before the play comes in. First and 10 from the 14 for Wright City. 20-14. That's all I do is run the ball at this point. Not much there. And brought down, no gain.
Well, that's that two-handed pitch play, which really is the only thing that's worked with much success. The defense has been good on the jet sweep plays and been good up the middle, and they were good there. As you said, no gain.
Clock running, though, down to 10:20 to go in this ball game. They're going to throw on second down. Now he steps up in the pocket, comes to the near side, now cuts back far side and brought down, and that's going to be first down yardage all the way out past the 25 to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that was Beck. And, you know, he's not extremely fast, but, man, he's shifty.
Mm-hmm.
He's got really good hip movement to juke and move the defenders from one side to the other. And he's big enough. He breaks tackles, too. So really good run by him that time for the first down.
Yeah, you can get those hips moving one way while the shoulder pads are going a different way.
Right. You and I did that, we'd be in traction.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll speak for myself.
Oh, no, it's true. Hand off to the near side. This time they're going to get a little yardage out of it. Bounces off one man and finally brought back. Going to gain about 5, maybe 6 on the play out past the 35-yard line.
I think that was Weiser again.
The IndianHawks.
I'm under attack by bugs.
Well, now they'll go to give him 5. And the clock running at 9:20 to go in the 4th. No hurry.
Well, still plenty of time. The IndianHawks have all their timeouts, so got to get a stop here, though.
Mm-hmm. They come to the line with 10 on the play clock.
I'll give Wright City credit. They've done good clock management in the second half.
Yes, they have. And brought down. That's a big tackle there in the backfield. Who got him? That was Zumwalt?
65.
Oh, it's 65?
Riley Walker.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, big third down here. Not in 4-down territory, I wouldn't think, with a 6-point lead.
No.
So, see if Clopton Elsberry can get a stop here and get the ball back. with plenty of time. Down to 8:20 in the ball game.
He's back to throw. A little pass to the near side, and that's caught, and that's a first down. Finally brought down after a gain of about 10.
Oh, I said, ooh, because I thought Zumont was coming hard from his inside position, thought he was going to jump that route, and then he stopped and took the body instead of the ball, and it results in a first down for the Wildcats.
And the clock continues to run. Now 4 minutes gone in the quarter.
Nice pass that time by Beck.
Yeah, it was.
Good spiral to it.
They sold him on the slant, and he went to the next man down. And another flag as the man runs out of bounds. That was number 23 on the carry, Jeremiah Davis.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's going to be holding on the wide receiver.
And it is a hold. Good pickup on that one. Stops the clock with 7:43 to play and backs them up, the Wright City Wildcats, a little bit. Be first and 18 for Wright City after they enforce this penalty.
With speed and efficiency.
Yeah.
That was sarcasm, in case you wondered.
I got you.
So, break for the Indian Hawks. Let's see if the defense can clamp down now.
Back to throw. Kind of threw that one off the back of his hand. And it was behind the receiver.
Had a receiver open out in the flat. Didn't really have a defender within 10 or 15 yards, I think, but he was unable to make the catch. Falls incomplete, second down.
Yeah, that one definitely wasn't the release he wanted on that pass. Stops the clock on the incompletion as well, so double bonus there for Clopton. Makes it 2nd and 18.
.738 to play in the ball game.
8 on the play clock as they come to the line. Down to 5. They're still not set. And that's a bad snap over the head of the cornerback, and he'll have to fall.
There's a break. It's still loose. Who's going to come up with it? This is a big deal.
It's
Clopton
Elsberry. The Indian Hawks pick up that ball, and who's at the bottom of the pile? Evans was there. Hubbard was there. I don't know who exactly came away with it, but Clopton Elsberry does, and that sets him up inside the 30-yard line, inside the 25.
Oh, mercy. And now they get a water break to really regroup and get the offense sorted out after the turnover.
7:33 to play. Clopton Elsberry has the ball back in the red zone when we come back on Eagle 102.
Hi, I'm Keith Oakes, Director of Physical Therapy.
I'm Eric Schaefer. I work in physiotherapy.
And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose to work at Pike County Memorial Hospital. Choose a hospital where you're more than just a patient. You're our friend, family member, and neighbor. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Back in the fourth quarter, 7:33 to play. Clopton Elsberry, a huge turnover there. Gets it back inside the 25 with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Mistake-free on this drive. If you recall, they were inside the 1 and ended up back at the 25-yard line due to penalties on the last series. They got to clean that up right now and run this into the end zone.
They call the teams back to the field now.
I'm guessing there's some inspirational conversation going on in that huddle.
This is now the ball game.
This is what Friday night football is all about, man.
Uh-huh.
We could stand to have Friday night football when it's not 100 degrees, but
yeah.
You know, it's football. We were worried about having it. We've got it, and a good one nonetheless.
I like that late September, early October high school football. How about that? Little trip coming out of the pile. He puts the ball in the air. Does Martin, and that one is caught for the touchdown.
Oh, that same play.
Into the end zone is Gabry Hill, and Clopton Elsberry has tied this game with the extra point yet to come.
The same little inside-out play they ran earlier, 25 yards from Martin to Hill.
And let's see if they can add the extra point here and take the lead in this ball game.
Well, are they going to try and kick the extra point, or are they going to go for two? I'm saying, looks like the holder's coming in. They're going to kick the extra point. A big one.
Yes, it is.
A very big one.
On to kick is Dylan Kaplan. Good hold.
Snap's good. Yeah, a bullet.
And Clopton Elsberry has the lead. The kick is true, and it's 21-20. Clopton Elsberry leads here in the fourth in week one on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
So a big 25-yard pass from Lucas Martin to Gabry Hill ties the game. The extra point from Dylan Kaplan puts Clopton Elsberry ahead by a point.
And that extra point went through with authority.
Yes, it did. I'll kick this one just the way you kick that extra point.
Kick away from these fast guys.
Kaplan ready to go. He puts a foot into it, bounces. And, yeah, there was a block in the back, and he's gone.
And there he goes.
There was a huge block in the back, and it's going to be a 70-yard touchdown return on the kickoff. And what do we have?
I don't know. I hear a bunch of whistles going. Who was it? Did you pick up a number?
I didn't, but it was near. There were two hits.
No, I'm talking about the kick return.
Oh.
Well, I guess the good news is they scored fast.
Yeah.
So was there a penalty?
There was not. No penalty on the play. I think there was at least one block in the back, maybe two.
Well, it looks like they're
marking off something, aren't they? They are marking off a penalty. So wipe that.
I thought the guy was blowing his whistle off with authoritative, like, hold on, folks.
And it is a block in the back.
Oh, personal foul is what they're calling. Yeah. So it's a 15-yard penalty. They're going to mark it back inside Wright City territory at the 49-yard line. So a little confusion here. We apologize for that. So the touchdown run, kickoff return is nullified, but Wright City still has it with 7:12 to play in the game.
They go back to the ground to the near side. They're going to pick up a few yards here, if not more. He's found the corner, and he's going to score on this one. Are you kidding me?
51 yards. That is Jake Smith.
Yes, it is. And just like that, on consecutive plays, they score on long touchdowns. This one will count, and it's back to 26-21.
That is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
And they'll probably go for 2 here, don't you think?
Well, you would think, yes. Oh. Mercy. Mercy, mercy.
Yeah. They are going for 2. It's a quarterback sneak to the far side, and he's one-on-one, and he's in. They get the 2-point conversion.
Back on the run, faked it to the running back and tucked it and ran around in.
28-21. Wright City back ahead, this time by 7 on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc PK Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank and Bowling Green Tractor.
28-21. How a game can turn around on single plays.
I don't know. I'm starting to get a little long in the tooth. I've seen a lot of football. I don't know that I've ever seen a kickoff return called back in the first play from scrimmage. They go for a touchdown from 51 yards out. Unbelievable.
Well, you got to hand it to Wright City. They don't give up, that's for sure. Clopton, Elsberry, Doug, and Claude.
Yeah, it's a long way from being over. We still got 7:01 to play in this game, so the IndianHawks don't need to drop their heads any. Get the football and let's go score again.
And more artistic license taken on the kickoff. And not much of a return for the IndianHawks. They get it at the 25.
Zumwalt had it and hesitate. He who hesitates is in trouble in football.
Yes.
Well, actually in a lot of things, but particularly in football.
Uh-huh.
So, 75 yards, huh?
Let's see.
6:56.
Plenty of time. Run it all the way down. Well, you want to win it in regulation, don't you? You'd have to go for 2.
I'm certainly rooting for him to do that, yes. Now we're going to reset the play clock.
And they get that done rather quickly this time, and we're ready to play ball.
3 backs in the backfield this time, kind of in a T, split T, or T formation.
And the give is to Hall. And he falls forward for about 2.
Second gain of 2, second and 8 IndianHawks.
So a different look there from Clopton Elsberry.
Yeah, it was. We haven't seen that all night. Saved that for the final drive, right?
Mm-hmm. Wright City 7-3 a year ago. A lot of turnover on their roster, but they've looked pretty good tonight. Been opportunistic. They got that speed here to the near side, and it's overthrown. Evans had to be about 8'2" to catch that one. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8 for the IndianHawks.
Down to 6:13 to play.
Interesting that the 3 turnovers in this game, 2 by Clopton, 1 by Wright City, have all resulted in points.
Mm-hmm. Third down and 8 for Clopton Elsberry here in the 4th quarter, near the midway point, and that's through the hands of the receiver. He picks it up, bounces off a man, still on his feet, but he's going to keep going backward, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And at this point, you got a punt, right?
Yep, no doubt. No doubt. Man, they're deep in their own end now. Another mistake.
High pitch.
Yeah, I mean, you clean some of this stuff up, you're going to have a pretty good football club.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 18, IndianHawks.
As we talked, Clopton Elsberry lost a couple of their key skill players last year, and so you got new guys getting their first primetime starting action.
They didn't lose him. He's right there. He just can't play anymore. There's the punt. And it goes to the far sideline and
off the side of the foot at about the 30-yard line.
So excellent field possession for the Wright City Wildcats here, who already lead by 7. 5:14 left.
Well, it goes without saying the IndianHawks need to stop here.
They need to get the
need
ball
a turnover.
back.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's go time for the defensive line. They've got to put a helmet on that ball. Late man coming on the field.
Well, the offensive lineman was taking a snooze over there.
Yeah. They run to the near side, trying to get that play again they just had for the touchdown. Not as much room this time, but still a nice gain inside the 20.
Good yardage nonetheless. Yeah, he didn't want us to go out of bounds, but they'll take the yardage nonetheless.
5:08 to play. Clock stopped. Wright City.
Flag on the play, it looks like, as well.
We're going to have a hold. It is a hold against Wright City. So that's a big break for the IndianHawks. I'm guessing it's near the sideline where that hold occurred.
Yeah, I didn't even see the flag.
So that takes it back. Now you need a tackle for a loss.
1st and 10 from the original line of scrimmage.
Low snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. Over to the far side of the field. He makes his move, bounces off a man, and he's going to score.
Broke a tackle, and he goes in.
Well, Hayden
Is
Beck.
there another whistle? Is there another flag? Nope, they're going to say a touchdown. 30-yard touchdown run by Beck.
Biggest lead of the night for either side. 34-21. 5 minutes left in this ball game, and now it's going to take something really special from Clopton Elsberry.
Well, it's been the late part of the second quarter and the late part of the fourth quarter has been the downfall for the IndianHawks. They've given up 4 touchdowns in those time frames.
And for the extra point, the kick is up, and that one is good. 35-21. The IndianHawks trail Wright City here in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 minutes even to go here on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
35-21.
A stunned crowd, a stunned press box.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're a little stunned, actually. 7:25 to go in this game. The IndianHawks went up 21-20. All of a sudden, they find themselves down by 14 with 5 minutes still to play in the game.
Uh-huh. Kickoff goes deep. It is mishandled, and they go foul on it at the 29-yard line, and it's been that kind of night.
Ooh, yes, it has.
For the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks. 35-21. They're going to have to go big strike here.
Without a doubt. Got to go in a hurry.
Look for Lucas Martin to show off that arm on this drive.
Haven't heard much out of Zach Evans lately.
Well, they were tripling him.
Yeah, that's for sure. They're certainly keeping an eye on him.
On first down. Drops back. Deep drop. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that's probably a good throwaway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 defenders with 2 receivers for the IndianHawks, so that was well covered. Good throwaway that time by Martin.
See if they can get a check down guy in there or something.
I don't know if they have a draw play or a screen play. You know, Wright City's pinning their ears back right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do something underneath that and see if somebody can break a long one.
4:50 to play, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Comes to the near side. Evans, nice catch on his back shoulder. Turns up to the 40, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Gain of 10 on the play.
Another good adjustment by Evans to the football that time. Made a nice catch and gain for first down, as you said.
4:34 to play. Clopton Elsberry down 2 scores. Under center this time. Martin going to pass it, and it is incomplete.
Tried to force it into Evans, yeah. The defense was there. Like number 12, Joey Gendron with the deflection.
2nd 10 IndianHawks.
4:17 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. Wright City defense has been good enough tonight.
That it has.
Throwing again. Off the fingertips this time of Evans, and if they're going to make a move, it's going to be with a catch by Evans, huh?
Yeah, another high one that Evans couldn't corral. You're running that slant, you got to put a little zip to it. And as a result, it's got to be on the money.
4:13 to play here in the 4th quarter. Week 1 action from Clopton High School. The Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks trail by 2 touchdowns to Wright City. Back to throw again. Again high and incomplete. This time they went to the far side for Gabriel Hill, and that brings up 4th down.
Falls incomplete, intended for number 35, Gabriel Hill.
Well, this is the ball game.
It is.
Right here.
Seems like we've been saying that since about the middle of the 2nd quarter.
Hate to state the obvious.
Yeah. A lot of big moments in this ball game. None bigger right now for the Clopton Elsberry offense. They need to convert this 4th down and 10.
They've actually been pretty good on 4th down tonight.
Back to throw, 1 pump. In trouble, and he's brought down. Turnover on downs. And that is it. 4 minutes to go. A couple of first downs from Wright City will end this ball game.
Yeah, and they're in really good field position. If you looked at the coverage, though, that time, I had 3 receivers in the route. 2 of them were double covered, and the single coverage is actually on the opposite side of the field, which is a really tough throw. So defensively, Wright City they've really played pretty well here in the second half, particularly in this late fourth quarter. And they will be in no hurry. If they put it up in the air, I'm going to have to write my congressman.
Here's a run on first down to the near side.
Don't run out of bounds.
He did.
Well, there's a break.
Yep. On the run that time, Dalton Weiser, and it would have been wiser to stay in bounds.
That it would. His first down yardage, however, that's irrelevant, though. They want to run clock. I guess if you score, it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
You don't care about what the clock does, but he wasn't going to score on that.
Indian Hawk defense looking a little gassed at this point.
Well, as I said earlier, and we'll talk about it in the postgame, late in the second and the fourth quarter, things kind of fell apart. And that might be an indication of being out of gas.
There's that two-hand pitch. He cuts it back to the near side after going to the far side, and he's going to score.
That he is.
Unbelievable.
29 yards.
And that extends the lead now to 41-21.
Did you get a number on that?
Well, let's watch it in the
speedster?
replay. That's Jeremiah Davis, 23.
Davis on the touchdown run. They'll kick the extra point this time, or attempt it.
Again, they had too many men on the line. And the kick is up, and this one is
short.
No good. 41-21, 20-point lead for Wright City as they're rolling here late in the second half. 3:46 to go from Clopton High School on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Well, all Wright City here in the fourth quarter, just like it was at the end of the second quarter. Now they lead by 20 points.
Yeah, it got pretty quiet here at the old football stadium.
Yes, it did. And the diehard's still here as they kick it away, and that's going to go out of bounds, and the flag comes out.
Just for good measure, kick it out of bounds, right?
Well, they had a quota, and they haven't thrown enough yet. That one was unavoidable, though. Post-game show coming up in about 3:45.
We'll have some, hopefully have some scores for you. We've got the Pike County schools covered.
And the penalty against the Wildcats is assessed, and it'll give it to Clopton Elsberry at the 35-yard line. Trailing by 20.
And we actually look like we're going to have a bunch of final scores for you, too, as this game's.
Well, if any game outlasts this one, I'll give them a medal. Rolling out to the far side, and it's stripped as he throws, picked up. They're going to say incomplete pass. That's the right call. Martin.
Or are they?
Well, they have to. His arm was moving forward. No, they're going to say it's a fumble. How does that work?
Well, hard to say. He's a long way away from us.
Yeah, certainly looked like he was stripped as he was throwing it, and the arm came forward. But, you know, those are pro rules that I'm thinking of, and these are high school games. Getting away from one man, cutting it back, good spin move, still on his feet. These guys just keep getting better as the game goes on.
They haven't quite figured out this stay in bounds.
No, I haven't figured that part yet.
He is fast, I'll say that. Anthony.
At some point, the coach has to say.
Or Jeremiah Davis, I should say.
Yeah. 20 points is enough, guys. Unless there's some score that needs settled here, which I can't
imagine.
Fathom. There's that two-hand push again. Ball goes to the ground. It's fallen on by Wright City. And the clock will continue to roll. That's a fumble, not a incomplete pass.
Yeah, those are all close to being either laterals or passes. That one looked like it was kind of straight down the line that time.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just run it up the middle?
Yeah. They're not going to do that. Quarterback keeper to the far side, outruns the lineman off the edge and runs out of bounds again. Stops the clock, and they're trying to score here.
They are. That's mind-numbing to me.
2:35 to play.
Absolutely mind-numbing.
I guess we talked about it early, you know. All these points, margin of victory, strength of schedule, all that comes into play at the end of the season. And if there's a chance you might lose a game or here or there, maybe you want to score as many points as you can.
Isn't the maximum you can pick up 13, or did they change that rule?
I don't know.
There's a good defensive play that time.
That's Gabriel Hill. Caught the back by the ankles and brought him down for a loss. So it's going to be 4th down and about 3.5.
Well, we talked about keeping them inside. The last 2 touchdowns, defense broke down a little bit, let the running back get outside, the quarterback get outside. They did a really good job of that in the first half, particularly early. But, you know, we talked about fatigue's got to be a factor right now.
There's the quarterback on the far side with it, and he's run out of bounds again. Gets the first down, however. And we're down to 1:42 to play in this ball game, and they're not going to stop until they put some more points on the board.
Doesn't look like it. At this point, I'd just kneel on it if it was me. But
yeah,
for no other reason.
And they take a timeout. So they went the exact opposite.
Yeah, they're not listening to anything I say.
Timeout on the field, 41-21. Wright City knocking on the door again here in the 4th on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Yeah,
we're in the 4th here at Clopton High School. The IndianHawks trail this ball game 41-21. It's first and goal.
Now they're going to listen to me, aren't they?
Oh, they're going to
Looks
get
like
in
they're
victory
going into the
formation.
victory formation, yeah.
And they do kneel down.
We'll have a bunch of final scores for you. One interesting one that I'll tell you just as I'm scrolling through here. Centralia-Mexico game was canceled it says in the first quarter. They surely didn't start the game. Canceled COVID. Surely they stopped it before the game started. This has got to be a mistake. That would be weird.
Yes, it would. Down to a minute 10. You have to pull up the Centralia.
Internet never lies, right?
Yeah. Final minute. A couple more kneel downs, or one more kneel down. Play clock at 30. Game clock with 47, so one more will do it. And Wright City will get their first win of the season here in week 1 after a 7-win campaign a year ago. That's it. Final 25 will wind down. They didn't even reset. Now they do. That's it. That's ball game. 41-21 is our final. Just waiting for the horn now. Wright City, an impressive fourth quarter to beat the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks here on Clopton-Elsberry Senior Night. We'll be back with the postgame show after this for you on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Sunburns, bug bites, poison ivy, it only means one thing. It's summertime. From SPF to calamine lotion, Good Neighbor Pharmacy has got you covered. Stop in and let us take care of you. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green, or Family Drug, 301 Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Back here at Clopton High School, the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks fall to the Wright City Wildcats 41-21. It was actually a Clopton-Elsberry lead there for a minute by a point in the fourth quarter, and then all heck broke loose. Wright City started running wild around the field.
7:25 to play in the fourth. After a turnover, Clopton-Elsberry went in. They led 21-20, and 3 touchdowns in that final 7:25 by Wright City gives them their margin of victory at 41-21. You know, the same thing happened in the first half, Mark. The last 4:13 of the second quarter, Wright City scored twice. They scored 3 times in the second, last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. So you got to figure fatigue, heat, a lot of that stuff came into play, with Wright City having a numbers advantage of about double of what Clopton-Elsberry has. But, you know, you look at it, if you really think about it, mistakes, they had a drop touchdown pass, a lot of things that Clopton Elsberry can clean up. If they can clean those things up, they'll be fine.
Well, we got the answer for your question about that Mexico Centralia game. It was canceled at 3 o'clock today when one of the Mexico football players tested positive for COVID-19. So now the Mexico Bulldogs, have to quarantine for 14 days, and hopefully the player is all right and it's not the extreme symptoms, the lesser symptoms, hopefully. But that's the answer to that. And
that's a huge rivalry game, too.
You
know, they're, 10 miles apart or whatever? Not very far.
Yeah. So this one, there's a lot of positives for Clopton Elsberry. The passing game looked good at times. That hookup between Lucas and Zach Evans looks pretty good, and it drew a triple team down the stretch.
Well, in
tonight.
the second half, they hit it twice for touchdowns in the first half, and then Wright City got wise to it, and they were doubling Evans, tripling him in some cases for the whole second half, and they were able to pretty much shut him down.
And the running game, boy, those are some bruising backs. They just have to keep with it. They can't get behind and have to play catch-up through the air because sometimes the ball got a little too much air under it tonight, and it's lucky that there wasn't any passes picked off.
Right. Well, and first game of the year, growing pains, a lot of mistakes they can work on, and they can clean those up. Several of them mental. The mental mistakes are sometimes easier to fix than the physical ones. But Coach Wolanski's got some teaching moments teed up for him this week, and they'll have to get ready as they head to Mark Twain, which is never an easy place to play, and they'll have to have their game face on up there when they face the Tigers, which is actually a Saturday night game.
Yeah, so you have an extra night to iron out the flaws in this one and prepare for Mark Twain next week. So we'll take a break. Again, the final 41-21. Wright City improves to 1-0. Clopton Elsberry 0-1. Back with more of the postgame show after this on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs is still Mid-America Auto and Towing. They perform state inspections, run diagnostics, and specialize in brake repair. They do everything from preventative maintenance to engine repair and more. Mid-America will also guarantee the lowest prices on tires. Stop in, browse their pre-owned vehicles, and make sure to ask about their senior citizen and military discounts. Financing is available. To get a sneak peek of their inventory, visit MidAmericaAutoandTowing.com. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
It's time again for your annual mammogram, and Pike County Memorial Hospital is here for you. Now, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is closer to you than ever before. Receive the highest quality mammograms and bone density scans from our certified technologist right here in Pike County. Plus, your records and former scans can easily be transferred to us so we can keep everything up to date. It's state-of-the-art technology and the quality care you can count on right in your own backyard. For more information, go to pcmh-mo.org.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
41-21, Clopton Elsberry falls to Wright City in Week 1. And let's check the ticker, see some scores around the area.
Got a lot of them for you. Highland late in the game leads Putnam County 40-11. Kirksville defeats Macon, at Macon, by the way, 35-25. Monroe City actually was at South Callaway. They win that game 34-32 in double overtime. Palmyra over Christian 38-30. Harrisburg over Paris, or 38-0, I should say. Harrisburg over Paris 36-0. Centralia, as we told you, that game was canceled. Brookfield beats Trenton 50-0. Milan over South Shelby 35-0. North Shelby wins 60-6 over Santa Fe. Fort Zumwalt falls to battle. Fort Zumwalt North 54-34. Francis House Central beats Fort Zumwalt East 18-7, and Liberty Wentzville 34-0 over Wright City. MMA, game of importance. They defeat Russellville 53-8. Locally, as we've kept you up to speed along the way, Oak Grove defeated Bowling Green 47-19, and after trailing just 22-14, Louisiana Falls and North Callaway 74-22. So that's the scoring for you tonight on this first night of Friday Night Football.
And, of course, Mark Twain and Van Far did not play tonight due to their
they got COVID.
COVID.
There you go.
But we made it through Week 1. We're healthy. We're ready to go for Week 2.
So far.
We might have a doubleheader next week. We'll keep you up to date on that.
14 days to find out whether we're really healthy, right?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm immune.
Okay, good.
41-21 is our final in this one. Wright City defeats the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks on Clopton Elsberry Senior Night here in Week 1. We're off and running in 2020 football, and we'll see you next week right here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to the Eagle 102 Game of the Week. Tune in next week for another exciting battle on the gridiron. The Eagle 102 Game of the Week, Friday, from your only on-air sports leader, KJFM, Eagle 102.
From KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102, broadcasting 24/7, 365, KJFM Radio.